What's up? Y'all, we in the building. I'm going live today. I'm going straight raw. Like my boy Huck said, it's straight raw with the deacon. I'm not pulling no punches today. I'm going in because it's just go in Monday. We just going in on it all. Going in on it all. You can pick what you want. I'm gonna wait till some people get on. I don't care. I'm 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 just gonna do it today. I got to talk about some stuff, and I'm clicking cats. Tony Beeve. I'm getting on Tony Beeve. I told Beeve he's getting called out today. Beeve getting called out today because Beeve. I got to go to the Sports Unlimited page because Beeve was over there talking about a kid or a young man, an NFL guy, right? He wasn't a kid, so I don't know nobody, B was talking, and I just want B to, I just want to deal with it. Like, B, you can't be just saying stuff, dude, making plays and stuff, and I need to understand some stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I need to understand some stuff, man. I really need to understand it. And so I want to talk about that. I want to talk about holdbacks. Didn't you hold back to play right away? I'm understanding, there's a lot of cats that did the whole holdback thing. Hold on, my sister calling. Hello, you all right? You all right?
Yeah, it's just when you see the tree that came down in front of Takisha place.
Nah, I'm on live, sweetie.
Did a video. Okay, really quick. Did you send me an
Of
email?
a something called Greenwood.
Greenwood?
Yes.
Yeah. Was that you?
That was me. That's a black bank. Get in
How
it.
much did you have to use to open an account?
You just got to get in line. It opens in January. I'm gonna talk about it today. Greenwood Bank with Killer Mike, black-owned bank.
Oh, I think that's the one I signed up to. Tammy had posted that a couple of weeks
ago. Yeah, we trying to get it.
And I'm in line. I got a number.
Yeah, there it is. I'm in line with a number 2. What's up, DJ? So, yep, I'll hit you back.
Okay.
All right. Bye. Did you hear that, E? Takisha's place. It's my cousin. My sister say, did you see? Only on the streets take, baby. We keep it street here. How we keep it street. E, I like to bring you in today. Do you have some time today to come on, man? I really like to bring you in, man, and have you come in, man, and talk about a few of these topics, man. What's good? Tremel, got to talk to you today. Might bring you on. We just gonna bring it up today. The Streets Take, it's all in Mondays. We just gonna bring it all in. You good, E? Well, here, check it out. Let me get E. Let me give you the participants invite. Always, man. My brother Eric Muhammad in the building. I'm gonna talk a little ASU anyway. Let me copy the invitation. I'm gonna talk a little ASU anyway. There you go, E. I'm gonna talk a little ASU anyway about the ASU USC game. I'm gonna talk a little recruiting. I want to talk to E about this. My last topic today I put out, man, was the Cowboys should just sign Kaepernick. Who thinks? Oh yeah, that's great, man. Broadcasting from the beautiful Bellagio Live from Las Vegas, man. There it is, man. We're going to come in, E. We love to have you. Tremel, we love to have you. I see Oklahoma. Did y'all win this week, Oklahoma State? I know Oklahoma won. I saw TJ Pleasure. But I think my biggest thing today is, okay, as soon as you get in, I'll let you in, is where's Tony Beeve at? Somebody better get Beeve on because I need to go read Beeve's comments about a Simmons kid that came from USC. Beeve has become a bit of the mayor of the USC football program, and the fact that he believes he has the right to talk about any player that has come on the USC team and what they or come from that team and what they're doing with the Cardinals. So B, we want you on because we want you to explain. Let me let you see what. Let me go to what B's comment was. I'm going to talk a little bit. Jay Garcia in Georgia about what's going on there. Tramel, you put. Yeah. Tony B said he says something here. Oklahoma State is ranked 6th in the nation, and running back is the truth. EJ, we don't need to give Tremaine. We don't need to give Tramel any ammo. We really don't. We really don't. He says, just to be clear, I still ain't impressed. Not once have I seen him shooting the gaps and blowing up players, blowing up pulling guards, making force plays in the box. I'll be impressed. Number one, give me a pick thrown right at you when you get into your drop, turn out, be ready. Coach Tone gonna need to see more than that. That was just a great defensive play by Vance Johnson. I want all the smoke. Okay, Tone. You only had eight people. I'm trying to understand, Beef, like, really, what are you talking about? And you know people gonna go right to your kid, so you better be ready. If your son ain't shooting gaps and getting interceptions when he get to SC, I'm screenshotting this. I'm keeping this. You cannot be talking about players in the NFL. He's getting a check. Do you know he got paid today? I want you to understand, Monday morning they get paid. It's only 2 teams in the NFL that pay bi-weekly, San Diego Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Everybody else gets paid bi-weekly. Do you think he cares when he went and got his $400,000, $300,000 check today, whatever it may have been, $80,000 if he's a $400,000 a year guy, that he really read what Tony Beebe had to say? Do you think he cares? No, I don't think he cares. He might have bought his mama a gift and said, here, Tony Beebe bought you this. What are you talking about, B? I need you to come on because we need to get a better understanding. We need you to understand that. We need to understand it. I just got to understand what you're talking about. I mean, the kid Isaiah Simmons is making plays. I think Armand Hawkins posted something about people talking about Isaiah, and now all of a sudden he's making plays. Yeah. So I need to understand. Somebody call Beef, tell him get on. Go sit on that park bench over at the park and get the Streets Take is calling you. Streets Take is calling you. So yeah. Holdbacks. I want to know, big question. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of smoke for this one because you know the holdback daddy scene. I saw somebody, I think Lonnie P made a post and somebody was like, oh, he hating. Every time we talk about holdbacks, nerves get struck because you held your kid back. And y'all realize that I really don't care that you held your 20-year-old back and he's a junior and that he's beating up on little kids. And I tell you all the time, that's where Dataquan comes from. Dataquan is directly a knock on the holdbacks. That's Dataquan. He ain't here today, but he out working somewhere. He in the 7.5 grade. He online doing his homework. He coloring because he's the biggest, oldest color holdback there is. He's coloring. Where my guy? Tramel! Is it Tramel? Now, you bet. There he is, straight out of witness protection. Man, my boy himself, straight out of witness protection. What's going on, man?
How you doing, sir? Good afternoon to you.
Man, I'm having all the original Streets Takes. This is year number 3. We've been in effect. So happy birthday to Streets Take. And you was an original Streets Take guy. You jumped right in.
You good dude, man. I always appreciate you, man.
And I didn't know you was.
You,
I didn't know you was trying to be apostolic, and I didn't know if you had the Holy Ghost yet. And so God said, "Keep you."
man, I'll fall by the wayside, but yes, I went to Enon for a reason.
I know you. Like I said, look, God know how to keep people together, brother. I'm praying in the blood of Jesus over your life and your son and your family every week. I'm praying for Tone. I'm praying for Tone too, because Tone is high that he talked about this young man, and he won't get on. So you know when he get on, he gonna get on cussing, talking crazy. I need to find Beeb. Somebody better find Beeb today. I don't want to hear he riding that bike during downtown LA trying to ride. He may get his light skinned self on the streets take today. Yeah.
Well, I mean, in his defense,
yeah, he just got on. I need him to come and explain. Did you see his?
No, in his defense, I kind of compare him to one specific person as well. He's an SE guy, Taylor Mays. Taylor Mays, you know, and one thing about him, he's a safety, moves to linebacker, which I already figured he would be moved to linebacker anyway. But he is different. I mean, he's a blessed athlete. He's a tremendous athlete, honestly. 6'3".
Jones deal with Isaiah Simmons. He said he wasn't impressed. I was trying to, I'm reading it. I'm going with Tone. The man is making money in the league. True. So what part?
I guess. I mean, when you over the years you watch safeties / linebackers become. I mean, especially with his son playing that particular position as well. You kind of, you become an analyst. You do become an analyst.
So I should be an analyst on DBs, wide receivers, and running backs now that my three boys play these positions. So I would be very careful to call somebody, not good. Not. And say I'm not impressed by some slot, and then the minute because you got to understand now. And Tone put on it. Tone said he want all the smoke, so I'm messing with Tone today. Because at the end of the day, when you open your mouth, T, everybody going to your son. Am I right?
That's what I'm saying. So see, that's my point. All right, going back to just giving an opinion. Honestly, when us as football parents, coaches, whatever, we have an opinion. And unfortunately,
I love that. That's what the show is about. It's your opinion. We don't want nobody mad at nobody.
Yeah.
I asked about a month ago, and you want to know who can critique your son, and you not be running around here talking about he hating and he don't and man and whoop de whoop. Because at the end of the day, when you open your mouth for the smoke that's gonna come your way and be like, okay, now if Simmons. Somebody get Isaiah Simmons this, and then Isaiah, he a SC guy, right?
Yeah.
And the SC guy now, Lil Beeb get there next year, and then guess what? Simmons be like, nigga, huh? You talking that trash, and your dude, what? He's 17th on the depth chart. Something ain't going right. Ooh, it's gonna scratch your back. So you got something make you laugh. My dad say, make you cry. You got to be careful. Got to be careful.
Well, one thing about Tony B, and I've been knowing the dude for quite some time.
I know it's okay to be a fan.
He with all the smoke. He with it all. So,
hey.
No matter what you say.
Don't nobody call B what I call B Gear Gang. That he old school Baldwin Gear Gang crew. We used to run from the Gear Gangs when I was at Baldwin. B is a Gear Gang. He old Gear Gang. he don't care. He don't care. He gonna say what he gonna say. He just makes for great. Hey, he makes for great podcasts. I wanted to hear Beeb get on and give me his Stephen A. That's all. I'm creating a great show. I don't want people to get on and be like, man, it's okay to be an analyst, to have your opinion. It is.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like he
said it's okay to be a fan of the game and have an opinion. That's not connected to your son. No, man, because I'm telling you right now. Hold on, Tone. Hold on, Tone. I'm gonna send you the right.
I can't even see the comments. I can't even see the comments.
Hey, but there it is, Tone. So what I'm telling you right now is that I'm just saying the minute somebody open their mouth, the minute they try to open it, hey, the minute somebody open their mouth, like T, you open your mouth, first thing dudes want to do is They going to watch. Soon as they see an Oklahoma State game on, they like, where Hollywood at? Where Hollywood?
Yeah, I mean, in me, I'm not offended. See, that's one thing about it. I'm not offended by it because I know at the end of the day, niggas gonna perform once you get the opportunity. And that being said,
they got the link on there.
And,
but no, I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that because I know that's how it goes, right? Like,
yeah, correct.
I love. Look, I said, and I'll say it live, and he can go back and watch. I said, and you guys are gonna hear me say it. About 5 years ago, 7 years ago, what it was, Kendall Milton was the same size he is today, running youth football. I said, man, nah, he bigger than everybody. And his dad said, you make my son's size like it's his fault. No, but I can't stamp nobody, right? I can't stamp somebody that look like Dataquan in the 5th grade with 5th graders. I couldn't do it. Then,
right,
as he got older, I was like, okay, I want to see it again because now everybody's starting to be the same size. I'm starting to see it. I will tell you right now, Kendall Milton is killing the SEC. Was I skeptical? Yeah, because I wanted him to stay on the West Coast and destroy, the pack if he was, he's a West Coast kid. Skeptical, I was like, man, if all the smoke supposed to be in the SEC, right? I want to see what he's going to do. Man, he ran on right up to right now. I didn't see the game Saturday of Georgia play. He's been running the ball better than every running back on that football team and deserves everything he getting. Kendall Milton. Kendall Milton is the truth.
Some kids are built different.
My boy Lamont Simmons will tell you, I was like, yeah, he could play. I just, I always have had, and this is me, y'all can call me Stephen A, hater, whatever you want to call. I am not giving when I talk about these holdbacks, I'm not giving no 19-year-old nigga supposed to be graduated 2 years ago, no pub at all. I'm an old school dude. Young dudes play with old dudes, not old dudes play with young dudes. And then y'all be talking about, he the bomb. No, he 20. He ain't, no.
Hey, when you talk about holdbacks,
I'm not doing that. I'm not. I don't get down like that. He ain't the bomb.
When you talk about holdbacks, you got to come with it, man, because people take it very personal.
I gotta take it, but at the end of the day, and I'm being real. Here's my other part. When I see holdbacks hold back and play JV football in high school, I got a problem. You held back a year and did 2 years in the 8th grade. You played freshman, and then the next year you played JV. Wait a minute. What? Hi.
Hey, some people
17-year-old sophomore playing JV. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Hey, we say it in the hood, and you know it. You don't get no points for knocking out the neighborhood wino. You beat up Ed the Wino. You know what I mean? You beat up Ed the Wino, and everybody over there hollering about, "Ooh, he got hands." Nigga, you just beat up the neighborhood drunk. Shut up. Go fight Debo. Go fight Debo, and I'm with you. Cause Shamel, you know what I said, right? Shamel, you know what I said. I said the same dudes hollering that, y'all call him R. Kelly a pedophile. Same dudes hollering that
was
19-year-old.
Hitting corners and hollering at that high school girl.
That 19-year-old dude coming to get your daughter for the winter formal.
I already know where you're going with it. All right. All right.
He come and get your daughter for the winter formal, and you all at the door like, what time y'all gonna be back? He like, come on, homie. He 19.
Hey, I seen it firsthand. I seen Lolo's pull up to Paramount High School, you know what I'm saying? Picking up, I already know what you were saying.
Man. Maybe I'm still mad that the high school dudes used to come to the old 22-year-olds used to pull up to Westchester and grab the 9th graders.
As I'm saying, I already know what you're
Westchester, I'm like, he got a car and a watch. Young niggas didn't even wear watches. You like, he got a watch and he old. Why are he picking her up? She in the ninth. She in my ceramics class. Go on, old dude.
Home economics, using the home economics.
I'm writing her letters. He got his Mac together. He grown. I'm trying to get these words off the back of the album covers, and you know what I mean? Can you stand the rain lyrics? And here he comes. He already done memorized what he gonna say.
I know you said you Oklahoma State ain't proved nothing yet. So what's your take on it?
I didn't say they didn't prove anything yet. I said, you guys, now who have you guys, y'all did lose a game. Who y'all lose to?
No, we undefeated.
Y'all undefeated?
Exactly.
Who y'all beat? Texas State and who else?
We beat Tulsa, West Virginia, and Iowa State and Kansas.
So y'all beat, wait, hold on. Who y'all just beat? Hamilton?
No, we beat Iowa State, the same team that popped Oklahoma.
Y'all beat Oklahoma State. Oh, Iowa State? Wait, who y'all beat? John Muir Middle School, Audubon, Fauché, who else? Okay, so y'all.
Hey, my fault. I gotta get this call, man. I get at you.
All right, man. Come back. I want to talk to you. Come back. All right.
All right.
That's my guy, T, man. Come on, man, Biggie. I need you in the building, man. No, hey, I'm on it, man. Right now, you know what? Because hey, Tony, I want to know if Nick got in too. Hey, man, let me tell you something, man. I want to tell y'all something too, man. I got a new motivational thing coming to y'all. I'm speaking to these kids, and I like to have fun. And I'm talking and talking. That's why I want Tone on and guys to come on. But we got to start helping the kids understand it's okay to red shirt. It's okay to take your time to get where you need to get. We got all these super microwave kids that need it right now. And that's why I said today, I'm gonna talk about it. Like, I don't think Anthony Brown, I need you to understand. We're gonna break down the play. And if you can get on live, I need to break down. And me and him stood on the sideline and we talked. What in the heck was going on with Dedmon with the square technique on Saturday night when we was losing that game? I didn't see the square technique, and he is one of y'all's products. Can you get on live and talk to me, and I'll pull up the clip? Because he went for, I don't know if he was square technique or what, and I cannot promote the square technique when the Wyoming dude beats my guy and he's one of your clients. I'm upset. Get on. I need you to get on. Coming to the stage right now, all the way from the Bellagio in Las Vegas, is my boy, Eric Muhammad, a.k.a. the Big E. He got the pool in the background. E, is that how you going to do us today? It's windy and overcast in L.A. and Bakersfield. It's sunny, but you're going to hit us with the Bellagio. You at the Bellagio? Can you hear me? Put your ear on. I can't hear you, E. He going to put me at the Bellagio. I'll be there this week. I'll be there when Nevada plays Vegas. I need your sound. I don't have no sound, E. I have no sound. No sound. There he is. There's no sound, E. I got to get Tone. I got to get Baldwin Hills. There go Tone. There he is. There go my boy. E. We got to get, he connected to the audio. There it is. There go. Big E, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me, D?
I hear you, but hold on. I need you to hold on. I got Baldwin Hill Tone on. I had to get Tone on. Tone. Tone. Your sound went out. Your sound. Yeah. You gotta just move it to the, yeah. It was on and then it went off. You got to move it to the internet speaker, whatever it is.
Got me?
Yeah, I got you right now. Then I lost your video. We need to see your face. So we need to see your face. There you go. Tone, I went to the page. You know, I go to Sports Unlimited. I said, what is Tone talking about? Because I said Tone becomes the critiquer of all critiquers. And it was Isaiah Simmons from the Cardinals What was your deal with that, brother? What was going on with Isaiah Simmons from the Cardinals? Where did all that start at? Talk to me.
You can still see me, right?
No, it went out.
Damn. Hold on. All right. Here we go. All right. Damn, why does she tripping?
You just got to push the video screen. Yeah, you on there. You just got to push the screen. You was on. Wherever you was, where the sound was, you just need to go there.
All right, let me
it should be somewhere in that vicinity. Big E, we coming to you because I want you to talk to me about this USC ASU game. You are ASU alumni. There you go, Tone.
All right, we on.
All right. So what was it? Help me, bring me up to speed because I just said, Tone. I told him, I said, what my thing was, Tone, you getting called out because we need to know what that was about. What was that about, Tone?
I feel like, all right, you got to think back 2 years ago when they won a national championship, before they lost to LSU, I was pumping this kid up like this dude is the next best thing since motherfucking sliced bread. Like Isaiah Simmons, can't nobody fuck with him. 6'4", 235. He's the best kid in the country on defense. I'm blowing him up. So next year come around, then everybody get on him. All right, yeah, then everybody get on him. All right, next year they all like, oh yeah, I'm like, man, I've been on that kid. I seen him coming out of high school when he was coming from Oklahoma. Been on this kid, right? Then he gets to the Cardinals, and he had 4 games where he fell off. Now I got a homie who fucks with the agent, who fucks with Buda Baker's agent, and they tied in with the Cardinals. They like, man, this dude playing like shit. He can't get on the field for the Cardinals. They wasted that. This came from the Cardinals organization. They saying the dude can't pick up on the defense. They disappointed. He ain't came around like they thought he would. You know what I'm saying? So, but everybody like, oh, he a rookie. I don't want to hear that shit. Nigga, you come out in the 8th pick in the draft, you got broke off, you out here shopping and clowning and shit, get your ass on the field and make plays, baby. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, Tone, let me ask you this, Tone.
What's up?
Each level that these guys go to, it becomes different. This is not college football. This is professional football.
I get that.
And because a guy goes from being a top-rated guy in college, doesn't mean that it's going to transition into the NFL. Right. And so, understandably so, that you are a fan and an SC. You're the mayor. We call you the mayor. You know, you're the mayor. You have everything but the Trojan horse right now. So at the end of the day, we understand your fire. And I say, hey, we got to be careful when we do this, because as players, as dads that have kids that are playing the sport, when it comes back, everybody gonna wait. He waiting for yours. He waiting for you.
I want all the smoke for mine. Bring it on, baby. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna be right there talking shit at the tailgate, homie, with a bottle of Don Julio. I don't care what they gonna say about mine. What I'm saying is this though, right? I heard this from inside the Cardinals organization that he fucking up and he ain't where they expected him to be.
So you sound like more of a disgruntled fan than you are.
I am. I'm disappointed.
Okay.
Because I said Herbert was gonna come in and be player of the year and rookie of the year, and he is right now. Herbert is that dude right now. I said Herbert gonna come in and be rookie of the year, and now he looking like that. This dude making my Tone Stradamus prediction not look right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn. I feel like I know my shit. You feel me?
Right.
But no, it's all getting my Stephen A on, my nigga. I'm just clowning.
I said, hey, I wanted to understand it because I read it and I was like, man, why he on? And then I saw a bunch of people trying to get on. And then I know I got to be very, 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 I got to watch how critical I'm going to be of wide receivers and stuff, because you know what I mean. I don't want nobody to be able to,
it don't matter. It don't matter. You can say what you want to say, and it don't matter what people say. It don't matter. It ain't no way anything I say gonna take $1 out of that man's pockets. I can say what the fuck.
That's why I said, Tone, he went to the bank today. It's Monday. I used to go with Darnay.
Come on, you feel me? He got his check. I see people talking shit about LeBron James, and I be like, when you gonna talk about the GOAT? But whatever. You know what I'm saying? LeBron is the greatest.
So I'm gonna have E on. I want you to listen to E, and I want to get you back to work, but I got to give you about 3-4 more minutes. Does the ASU USC game have stipulations on recruiting in Los Angeles? How big is this game in 2 weeks?
Man, well, I tell you one thing, Deke, it's gonna be, man. I think it's gonna be a good game. The biggest thing of it is, man, SC, man, they might got a little bit of an edge because they out in Cali, but not much because, let's be out, the obvious thing is the fans, right? I mean, just the absence of so many fans, but we'll see, man. I definitely think it does, man. Antonio Pierce, man, been cleaning up out there, and he's definitely put us on a whole different situation, man, because of, his ability to go in Cali, man, and take them players, bro.
Okay. Tone, that's Big E. Big E is alumni, offensive line. E, I want to get the years right.
Tone, what up, man?
I think we got to be, 1992, 93?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
ASU. Tone, what do you think about the ASU? How big is this first game in this COVID year for recruiting and for everything?
Well, I'll tell you this. From what I seen, ASU was number 2 on my son's list. That's because he got homies down there. He loved the staff. And when I went out there, when we was up there, when I was with your boy Coach Knox and Claudius Wright, and we was out there for the SC Arizona State game. Hey, homie, I partied like it was 1999 in Old Town Scottsdale. And I told him that day, I said, look, homie. Hey, listen. I said, look, homie, we might have to check this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might have to get a house down here in Scottsdale or something, man. Cause hey, homie, I ain't party like that since.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you. I say this all the time, man. Is it ain't too many places, man, that you would want to live for the cost of living and actually quality of life, man, in the entire country, man. Outside of these hot months that we have in AZ, bro, I'm telling you right now, man. Like right now, this is why you go to AZ, man, because right now the weather is gorgeous, it's popping. I mean, it's just, man, you could actually have a really good quality of life, man, and you ain't paying $100,000 for rent a month. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I was sold.
Hey, stop reminding me that I didn't move back with my wife before I get mad and have an argument when I get
out. Oh my goodness. Hey, I had such, listen, I'm in that thing, man. We up in the club.
So I want you to answer the question. You so geeked about being in Old Town Scottsdale. I used to tear old. Let me be quiet. I don't want nobody to know my old stuff.
Hey, Dick, don't even do it right now. My wife over here.
No, I'm a changed man. Listen.
Right. Me too.
Answer the question. What stipulations does it hold in the game, like recruiting wise? If ASU loses or SC loses, who loses? Who needs to win worse than anybody?
I don't think the game per se, John, has so much of an impact on as far as recruiting is concerned. Because like Tone said, it's just really, man, when it comes down to it, man, when you go on these recruiting trips, man, and you meet these recruiters and you meet the coaches, man, and the environment and the time that you spend over there, man, is really the biggest contributor, right? Because it's not a matter, like I think over the last couple of years, man, like ASU has kind of had SC's number, so to speak. But again, SC has a tremendous tradition. But again, ASU, man, like, you got cats like AP over there who are real relatable, and the kids like him and they rock with him, man. And, that's a big thing, man. So I don't necessarily think that the game has that much of an impact per se. But again, Tone is a great example. He like, man, we got out there, man, and, we did it up. So that's what I think kids like, as well as having a good quality program and, having a good good opportunity, man.
Well, on top of that, I'll say that AP, that was my son first real offer. Like, I know, like, Scott's living in Nevada when he was like 8th coming to 9th grade. That's, the floppers, like you be talking about, just put him on. But
he would have took him, but you start talking about FAMU and all that. You didn't keep Nevada in the top 5. Y'all saw us.
He did.
We a top 5 team in the country. Let's go. Keep going.
Listen. All right, so I'm gonna tell you what I think. What can happen from this game? The only big outcome I can think can happen from this game. I don't think it'll have a big outcome on the recruiting because I think most of the guys who do end up going to Arizona State is the ones that can't go to SC. That's one thing. Now I'm gonna say, but the biggest stipulation this game gonna have is if Arizona State win, I think it helps out the quarterbacks, Jalen's Heisman or his rank.
Yeah.
Him. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's gonna win. He's gonna be a Heisman candidate. Not to cut you off. I really believe, man, they keep coming, some solid old linemen coming in. That kid's gonna be special. He's gonna be up for the
So I got a real question. I want to hear all my guys over here in the feed. So I look at the breakdown right now. Let me get my notes over here because I'm gonna just tell y'all what CBS Sports and what it's saying on the internet. And USC came in a 10.5 plus 10. They got them favored by 10.
Yeah.
Now, I got to believe there's an attitude with the DB because SC is high power right now offense. No receivers, ooh-wee. I don't think.
Hey, D-John, I don't care, but here's the thing. That all sounds good, but I'm telling you right now, if Clay Helton don't lose his job, if they lose ASU and Clay Helton don't lose his job or immediately get back on the hot seat, I'm telling you right now, I'm calling everybody over there and petitioning. He needs to go, man. It's just sad though, because dude, he gets so much talent, man. But he just that organization, in that school, man, they definitely underperforming. But I'm telling you right now, man, it's gonna be coaching.
10.5.
Hey, look,
10.5.
as high.
That's crazy.
As high as everybody.
Hold on. I'm just upset. I think you're disrespecting Coach Herm. And if I'm the DBs, I'm a little upset. I mean, come on, man. You think? I mean, Tone. I'm gonna ask you and Big E to give me a score. I'm gonna ask you to give me a score, but do you think the 10 is it?
I think the 10 is legit, and I'm also. Hey, look, and I'm gonna say this about Clay Helton too. As high as regard as everybody takes Herm as a high character coach who respect and love, I'm gonna say once you start dealing with Clay, you look at him as that same high character guy, bro. Like Clay Helton, when I sat in his office, in his big old ass office, me and Tom, the first thing he said was, from his analyzation of what Tone is, he broke it down like, look, we're gonna try to get you out of here in 3 with and graduated with a degree in 3. If you don't rank as in the first or second round talent after 3, then we're gonna bring you back and we got a 1-year master plan and we're gonna get you out of here as a senior with a master's degree. And that shit sold me. I'm like, shit, this dude ain't just caring about football. He talking about everything we can do from out of SC. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, hold on, D. Let me say this.
Bro.
Hey, Tone, let me tell you this, man.
Wait,
real talk, bro.
I gotta help Tone. I gotta help Tone understand this.
Let me have it.
He says that to everybody.
That's cool. I want to be everybody.
I want you to give the.
I want to be everybody.
I want to give you the news flash. The year prior to him talking to you, he sat in my living room, told my nephew the exact same thing. So
I want to be like your
man. I gotta give you some help here. Is that
right?
All 3 of us are men, right?
Yeah.
And all 3 of us done told that ugly girl on that drunk that we loved her. We telling them the same thing. So
exactly.
Hey, Tone, let me tell you, man, like when your kid,
it did work.
You gotta be, it's just kind of like, man, it's just these coaches, man, they just very good politicians, man. And at the end of the day, man,
I'm a very good politician.
What's that? No, that takes nothing away.
I'm the same way.
No, I feel you, man. But just don't. That can't be the deciding factor on like the selling point. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Like I went through the whole process, man. A lot of different schools, man, and you hear the same stuff. Now, again, your son, I'm sure he's a hella marquee player. But just understand, man, it's so much more that goes into you know, what's gonna happen, man, and you know, as far as your son's trajectory at school, you know, and how they even view him, man. They just want him there. It's just a numbers game, man. But at the end of the day, obviously, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but just don't put too much weight on that, because I'm glad Deke said that, because these cats,
I'll be a fool to not.
No,
I'll be a fool to not think. I'll be a fool to not think. Dijon, listen.
Tone know that.
Dijon, listen. I done been through this, man. Look, you know I can call Keyshawn right now.
Yeah.
You know I can call Chris Miller right now. I was walking to them SC games with Chris Miller, older brother, been killing them when I was 15 years old. Selling parking spots in the fruit towns on grass, on yards. You know what I'm saying? And walking over there with his big brother. I done been in the locker room when I was 15. I've seen the process. I know how this shit go. I come from Dorsey. I done been around. I know a lot of dudes who done made it and been through the shit. So when I sit there and look at what probably is the best move, we got a lot of shit going on. And I'm going to break this out on y'all. My son trying to get into acting as well. It's like a lot of shit we trying to do, man. And it's like a lot of being in LA. Yeah, man. We trying to milk.
Tone, slow it down. No, not yet, Tone.
We trying to eat, baby. Listen.
Yeah, Tone.
We trying to do it. I told my son, I said, look, you can be a 50-year-old actor, but you can't be a 50-year-old safety, nigga. You better get your shit together. Let's get this bread.
Hey, Tone.
You understand?
Hey, tell little B. I'm just gonna be honest. When you said that, I gotta give it to you right now. Okay, he's already an actor. He's got a commercial right now, and you know, I'm finna show you who he is. I have seen every time this dude come on. I say, there go little Tone, right there. Now, Tone. This is not me. I got to find you. I'm telling you right now, you just Tone said it. And I'm finna share my screen with you so you can see. You're gonna be like somebody else. I know I ain't the only one that's seen this dude looking like Lil Tone.
No, you don't look like that.
Hey man.
You don't look like that, dude. But
Tone.
We gotta split the door. We got some shit going on, man.
The dude on the Cheez-It commercial, I seen him. I said, that's Lil Tone. Now you just said he an actor. I said he been acting. Hey,
no, we own it, man. He in theater class right now. It's cracking. You know what I'm saying?
Tone.
We got a whole lot of shit going on, man. It ain't just football.
Tone.
Yeah.
The Cheez-It. Tone. Hey, look up Tone Beeve Jr. and look at it dude. Tone. I'm telling you right now, Tone. That's your boy, dude. I'm telling you right now.
Hey.
Tone, but I'm telling you right now, Tone.
I said, so when I was saying that stuff about what
he can play Debo in Friday 2 or Friday 4 because he's big as hell. Big Tone. Lil Tone can be Debo too. I'm telling you, he looked just like I see the Cheez-It dude. I said, look at Lil Tone.
He ain't got his hair looking like that crazy ass dude. Hey,
no, but they got some similar.
What I was saying about Clay Helton was just a high character shit as far as how everybody look at him. Ask Max. Ask Big Steel. You know what I'm saying? Ask people who fuck with him. Man. And I'm not taking that away from anybody else.
No.
I like that. You know, man.
Hey, Tone, but let me say this too, though. Tone, let me add this point. Hey, Tone, this is what I tell kids, man. Because I'm kind of, you know, I'm in the mix and of course trying to help kids get to school, man. But listen, I always tell parents, I'm like, look, your son is who your son is gonna be. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, if you have sown and put good fruit in him as a daddy, guess what? Like, I don't give a damn if Clay Helton was the worst cat in the world. Your son is still gonna maintain who he is. You understand what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even put too much salt on that. Now, as far as getting back to Cali and having him get in that industry, you know, I look at it like this. Okay, if he decides to go ahead and get out and get busy, and he getting busy on the field, guess what? His whole quote unquote star, you know, in the acting industry is gonna be real easy, right? When Matt Leinart was out here, D could tell you, man. So I done bodyguarded for a lot of different people. So I was with Michael Jackson, man, when he died, man. I was with Kanye West and all them cats, right? But what I understand, and I was with Matt Leinart when Matt was out here. So Matt was my guy. So me and Matt would hit, you talking about Old Town Scottsdale, Tone? Let me tell you, I never seen anything like it. Matt Leinart shut Old Town Scottsdale down like nobody I've ever seen. I'm telling you right now, it was unbelievable what I witnessed when it came to Bodyguard. But anyway, when it comes down to it, man, I think, of course, if Matt wanted to go into acting, he of course, he went to broadcasting. But Matt is a pretty boy, right? Dimples, USC kid, right? So he could easily kind of went right into the acting thing real smoothly. And if your son is going, he's got that look and go right from there, hey man. And if he balls out, hey, his trajectory to acting is probably a lot easier. But again, at the end of the day, man, that's like, kind of down the road. You feel me?
Jim Brown and the Cheez-It man in him. He can go do sucker, all them parts. He got that in his game. Tone, if you I need a score, Tone. What's the score?
Right. I'm going, hey, listen, let me give you one thing real fast. I'm going Sun Devils, man, 24-27, man.
By 3?
Yes.
24-27.
I'm going SC 31-20. I'm thinking they will cover the 10.
31-20. What's the biggest?
I'm going SC 31-20.
What's the biggest strengths? Give me your biggest strength. Is it the offense at SC right now? High powered?
It's both. You can't sleep that deep. That back end is hard.
I'm not sold.
Both safeties projected. Both corners projected. Greg Johnson at that nickel. Greg Johnson and Max on the nickels. Come on, man. What corners ain't projected? I mean,
hey, here goes my deciding factor right now. My deciding factor, Jaden Daniels, your point blank. Jaden Daniels is a very mature young man. He's making great decisions, man. He made great decisions last year, and I'm telling you right now, my man Gene Boyd told me, Dijon, he said they got 5 backs right now that can go anywhere and get it done. So if they get that running game going and Jaden Daniels is comfortable back there, it's gonna be. I don't care nothing about them DBs. It's gonna be.
I'll say depending on how he plays. Depending on how Jaden Daniels play, that's how the game gonna go.
Hey, but let me tell you this. I'm gonna say this. Drake Jackson up front. Woo! I gotta believe USC's best part of USC is USC's offensive. Their offense, right? I'm gonna give you that. Here's my assessment, and I'll give you guys a score too. My assessment is USC's offense. This game gonna be close. Because I, Chris Steele, Pro A guy, love him to death. The DB part, back end of USC, I'm concerned with. I'm gonna be honest with you. Front end is I'm not concerned with Drake and those guys up front.
What you concerned with, D?
I'm concerned with USC's DBs all day.
Man, Tone just said they projected. What's the concern from that?
They projected, no?
I'm concerned with SC. I'm not concerned with the all. I think USC offense can roll. Where I'm at with ASU is, and Miss Regina's on, and she knows, I'm concerned with the young wide receivers, the Johnny Wilsons, the LBs, the Chad Johnsons. I think you got.
No, but they still got number 84. He did true.
Oh, Frank coming back.
Hey, this is where Jaden Daniels shows you how he makes those other guys great and better with those young guys. Jaden has young guys on the offensive side of the ball. So when he tells me 5 running backs, there it is. You ground and pound, depending on what you got up front. If the running game is good and Jaden can manage the game and show everybody, I can manage this. I'm going to carry these guys, then that's it. SC, right. I think they're high-powered. I think they can score. I think it becomes a shootout because I don't see SC's defense.
Leave me apart, babe.
I don't see the defense like that.
I like ASU DBs. I like my guys, Ashari and Jack.
I'm gonna go with Jack Jackson all day long. That's definitely what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. But I think after they starters, I think it's a big drop off. I think SC got more depth.
Yeah, they definitely gonna have more. SC will have more depth, all the way around, man. It is everybody playing.
Tone, we got to get some bells.
I don't know. I just heard that. Like I just heard some really key guys to jump over a little bit. I heard some real key guys from Oregon ain't playing in this first week against Stanford. Like like some real dudes, like Kayvon.
Well, I want to make sure everybody's gonna be playing with at SC and everywhere, and ain't nobody
I don't know.
all shopping with their extra money they've been getting. Is what I want to make sure.
I don't know, but this is what I tell you. But this is what I tell you about that. If they suspend them dudes and get rid of them dudes, 2021 class coming in strong next year, baby. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how this shit gonna go, but whatever. You know what I mean?
So I like E score 24-27. I'm just going.
I said 31-20. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with 31-20. I think that defense is gonna, we're gonna see.
I think it's
sometimes you can try to do too much. Sometimes as a quarterback, you can try to do too much and try to force it to really happen. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we'll see.
Well, I think it's going to be a close game. I'm gonna call this a pick 'em. This is a pick 'em because it's going. Yeah. It's a pick 'em. I can't.
I'm taking the 10.
The 10's a lot. That means SC. And here's my thing: SC beats ASU by 10, 11 points. I think they go to the Pac-12 championship. I'll tell you that right.
I already think they're going to the Pac-12 championship.
I think they do. I think they go to the Pac-12 championship. Washington over Cal.
After that, it's easy selling.
Yep. So give me the Washington over Cal. Who you got? Washington over Cal.
Where they at? Where they playing at?
Cal.
I'm gonna go Cal.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pick them. I think that's head up. Because Cal got dudes.
Right.
I'm gonna go. Yep. With that said, good point, Tony. Definitely got dudes. Dig, I'm going Cal like 14.
Wow.
I think Cal might have the best DB unit. Nah, it's up there. You know what I'm saying? But they serious.
They coming off a good year last year, man, and they got some.
I'm never going against nephew. I'm going with Washington. Love Washington. A little nervous quarterback wise. They don't have a quarterback. Quarterback went to the league, didn't get drafted.
Can't win without a good QB.
Got to have a QB.
And that's why I think Stanford gonna pop Oregon.
I think that's more hope, but I hear you.
Why? I'm gonna tell you something. That quarterback Stanford got, it's gonna be his first time in college, but he is something special, bro.
Okay,
he's special. 10, big boy.
Yeah. So give me UCLA, Colorado.
Where at?
Colorado.
Man, I might go UCLA.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go Colorado. Oh, I'm gonna go Colorado because that cold weather. It's cold out there. I just seen the Denver game. Denver was playing in snow.
Yeah, they had a snowstorm yesterday. It came through. Usually doesn't snow. I lived there 5 years. It doesn't snow. It starts every Halloween. So came a week early. It's gonna be a cold game. I think UCLA got a pretty good group. Talking to Coach Meat, he got a lot of DBs that were converted from wide receiver to DB. I'm not sold on the UCLA quarterback situation. I think this is just a toss-up 13-10 type game. You know what I mean?
They lost their best rusher to the draft, right?
Yeah.
They running back. He had the Chargers.
Yeah. So I just don't know about. Yeah. Brian Kelly, he gone already. Oregon State, Washington State, new era up in Washington. Up at Washington State, you got new coaches. No more Mike Leach. Just throw the ball every 15 seconds, unless the Hawaii new head.
But they got the coach from Hawaii, right?
Yeah, so maybe he comes
coach from Hawaii, and he do the same shit.
So you got Oregon State, Washington State. Who you got?
Oh, I'm going. Come on. You got my quarterback, my kid from here, man. I think he's starting from actually from Arizona. Damn, I can't remember his name, man. But he's
Washington State.
Yeah, man. Damn, what's his name? I think about it, man. But he was at our school in the East Valley, man. But he can slang it, man. Big old kid, man. So I'm Oregon State. They still back.
I don't know why I'm going for these
filter
teams,
back down to the bottom of the.
7 kids on the team. I got to go with Oregon State with Trajan, with Tyjon.
D-John, there you go. That's more hoping than what's real again. Okay.
He a homer. He a homer anyway. That's all he is.
Right.
He a homer. He picked his family.
Yeah.
I gotta pick those guys. Those guys.
Oh God, B.
Yeah, I don't bet like that. I don't pick like that. I'm going Washington State because I think that coach gonna pick it right where they left off at.
Big game next week. Big game next week, week after next. So the USC game, those are big games. So we're gonna come back. So Oregon, Stanford, you got Oregon.
Damn, that's they open
with the upset. I got the upset with Stanford winning.
I mean, Tony, is that hope?
When a shocker.
That's a shocker.
It's not. Why would I hope they lose? No, I don't.
I don't think so. I think Stanford. Losing their quarterback Castillo to Mississippi State. I
think the quarterback that they got is better than him.
Okay, but I also think that you have a great coach and Coach Shaw, who had a tough year, pounding double tight, them big linemen. I think he'll come back. And guys, are y'all factoring in no spring ball? These guys jump back in there. Have you guys been watching like a lot of injuries, a lot of different stuff? This stuff is crazy.
Well, I'm going by. I don't think all them Oregon guys are going to play. I think I heard of some really good dudes that's not going to play because they canceled they scrimmage, and I be getting this inside info too. People think I don't know. I got guys up there that's really at.
So you don't think they're not gonna play because of COVID or whatever reason they're not gonna play? So
something like that. But if they play, it's a way better chance that Oregon win. But if they don't play,
here's my thing. Hey, I'm gonna roll with what Tone said though. See, here's my thing. See, and I know about the Stanford QB though, but here's the thing: is that Stanford is always gonna have a solid O line, right?
Yep.
They always gonna have a solid O line, man. And at the end of the day, if they got a couple X factors. Man, it's man. I mean, Shaw gonna get it done, man. I'm telling you right now. Like, especially if you got some. Go ahead, Tom.
I didn't think Stanford had nothing when we went up there last year to watch them play. Next thing I know, they put their foot all in UW ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, damn. Where does this come from?
But Stanford reminds me of what happens with high school football right now. We play so much spread and 7-on-7. And we don't tackle at practice. Kids don't know how to tackle. The minute they go play anybody that go pro set, double tight end, and want to smash all day, you start seeing kids who don't like to tackle curl up, and them 19-year-old linebacker holdbacks, them niggas be going all over the sideline. Too. They don't want none of that smoke.
Will not let them holdbacks go.
No, I'm not. The holdbacks. I'm tired. I'm tired. I don't mind you doing. I'm tired. Tone, I don't mind doing
I can stay on. I can stay on. I gotta run the office real quick, but just keep me on. I gotta run in real quick.
All right. So Tone, stay on. Tone got to talking about acting and stuff. Do you know what Lil Beeb look like? He looks just like that Cheez-It boy. I done watched the Cheez-It commercial. I said, look at Lil Beeb. You know what I mean? But let me tell you, I didn't do the Arizona-Utah. You ain't never voting for Arizona, so you go in Utah. Use a Sun Devil, right?
No, facts, but still, I'm always talk football, right? But at the end of the day, Utah, they still a top tier team in the pack. So, regardless, man, I would still go over Utah. You know what I'm saying? Just again, speaking objectively, no hate on U of A, but at the end of the day, I mean, Utah, they got a squad. They're gonna have some kids coming in.
So I'm gonna go with it. When Tone comes back, we getting off the Pac-12. I want to talk to you about one of the things that came to my mind. One of my greatest, I'm a diehard, and I almost left us a couple weeks ago. I'm a diehard Cowboy. I mean, I'm since 1977. I've loved my team. Right now, we look like an 8-man struggling high school 8-man football team. And I just think we ought to chalk it up and try to get the first pick in the draft and get Trevor Lawrence and call it a day.
Man, already?
Yeah, we should do that today. Like, Ezekiel should, accidentally pull the nose thing out of his nose and clearly almost bleed to death and then live and come back next season. And we just should quit right now. We should just lay it down and try to get Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields. I mean, I really believe that. After we should give that.
No, man. I mean, the fact of the matter is, man, like they were saying, I think Key and Stephen A was saying it today, man. Like it's coaching. Clearly, what's the coach's name, Deke?
He came McCarthy.
McCarthy. Mike McCarthy. He's just not the guy for the organization, man. I just don't believe it.
He doesn't even look like a Dallas Cowboy. You have to almost look like. Here's my question.
Well, Jason Garrett didn't look like it either, D.
He looked like Jerry Jones' little son. Yeah, he did. Here's what I need to understand. If Jerry Jones wants to shake up the world, should he go sign Colin Kaepernick? Why not?
Hell yeah, he should.
Why not?
No, Jerry Jones is like a fucking baby Trump. He's arrogant as hell. And if he did it, like he would like be doing it, like that would go against everything Jerry Jones is. You know, I'm like he would never do that. No, not gonna happen.
Hey, right now, I'm about to call Akili Smith out of retirement. We need somebody right now.
Akili Smith.
They're terrible.
I mean, even Zeke right now, like Zeke got a lot of quit in him right now. Like it just ain't going. You know, I mean, it's just man, that whole thing, man. I don't think they want to play for McCarthy, man. It's a whole different tone, a whole different energy over there, bro.
That ship looked like the ship, half of it sticking out on the Titanic. It's sinking.
Bad.
Hey man, they say Zeke up in the house with like 15 white girls, man, with plates of white girl all over the place, man. He ain't fucking.
Don't
worry about no football, man. You feel me?
He got that. He got all the tickets already.
Man,
he's straight.
Hey, Tone, we didn't ask you about the Utah-Arizona game, Tone. Arizona-Utah. Tone, you in the jungles. Where you at?
Huh? I'm at Griffith Park.
Oh, you up? Oh, yeah, you up. What you up there doing, Tone? You looking at houses just in case?
No, man, I'm in Griffith Park, breaking parks, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Parks. I run the shit.
Yeah, my dad used to do that.
I just had to get some rope.
Oh, okay.
I had to get some rope. I gotta tie some shit up.
But you finna go tie up some ASU players so they don't run down the field on y'all? You better stop.
Nah, hell no. I gotta tie up a canopy. I gotta set up the canopy for my folks up there at Runyon. I'm like the supervisor up there at Runyon. So I got people posted up at the Runyon entrances, and we got these tents that we got them sitting up under. And it's so windy, the tents is blowing away. So I'm going to the office, get some rope. I'm gonna tie them motherfuckers down for y'all. They're like, hook us up, Tone. Like, I'm out.
There it is, Tone. They gonna remember you, Tone, when they see you on when they see you on your movie with your son. I don't know, y'all gonna do Die Hard.
I won't be in no movies. I'm not. Hey, look, the furthest anybody gonna see me is on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. I ain't trying to be Hollywood.
Hey, Tone, you might have to do the next Cheez-It commercial or a Chunky Soup. They do the mamas.
You stupid. His mama can have that.
No, they do the Chunky Soup commercials with the mamas. You ought to come on.
She got that. She'll love that.
Well, Tone, I'm finna talk to Big E. We gotta put everybody up on this, man. Right now, I'm finna put you up on it. Go sign up for it. Greenwood Bank, Killer Mike. It's another bank. Black-owned bank, online banking. He talked about it yesterday. I said I was gonna do it on my show. 65% of all people that are banking online right now. Get you another account, but it's Black-owned. Andrew Jackson out of Atlanta. A whole bunch of guys. I went on, signed up yesterday. You'll get a number. The bank launches in January. It's going to be helping Black businesses, Black people get loans, home loan, car loans, but it's a Black-owned bank. It's all online. So check out Greenwood Banking, man, and tell a friend, man, and then, get it in. And then, if SC be dropping off little bags and stuff, put one in my Greenwood account.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, don't say no shit like that.
No, I'm talking about
No bags.
my bag.
We don't do the bags. Take that, hey, take that to them cats that's online showing they Bentleys and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, D, real quick, is it Greenwood? Is it Greenwoods? Or is it Greenwood Credit? Is it Greenwood Credit?
No, it's Greenwood. So I'll tell you. Tone, we'll get back at you, man.
All right, appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good
Tone, good chopping it up, man.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Let's go. Good talk to you, BE. All right.
Greenwood Banking is
I'm looking for the app right now to download it because somebody did send it to me the other day.
so Greenwood is bankgreenwood.com.
Yeah, I thought you said they had an app. That's all good.
It is right there. See that?
No, I can't. What do the icon look like, Deke? My bad. Because I think that's important because there's a couple of them.
It's the Greenwood mobile wallet. It's Greenwood. Yeah, this is the one with Killer Mike. Hold on, man. To make sure we good. Yep.
Because I see two of them. One with just a G on there, then it says GCU, and then it got like a little plant on there.
Hold on. Let me go to the one. I'm telling you, the one with Killer Mike, man, is
and if it's Greenwoods, right, that's important too.
It's not with an S. It's Greenwood.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. It looked like it's a credit union then. All right, well, look, that's it. Greenwood CU Mobile. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and check it out. But man, that's important, Deke, man. That's good. That's good information, man. I know, man, I've been going out of my way to support Black-owned businesses and stuff.
Yeah, man. He was on the Breakfast Club, and he talked about the bank and the fact that it's gonna be Black owned. It's gonna be doing something. He's just talking about we needing to have it. There it is, right there. E in the feed. Bank Greenwood, modern day banking, right there. It's bankgreenwood.com, man, and it's yes. Did I say somebody else? I said Andrew Jackson. I'm sorry, Andrew Young. Hey, shut up, Claude. Andrew Jackson. Hey, it was all about money, Claude. I was talking about money. So, Black Bank, man, Black Banking Online, he really broke down the 65%. If you guys want to see it, he was on the Breakfast Club, talked about it. Go back to the Breakfast Club, Killer Mike. I think it was 2 weeks ago. Check it out, man. Killer Mike talked about it. Talked about us always having another account, and that 65% of all people are banking online now, not even going in the bank. I told you guys with COVID, a lot of things are going to change. And so, of course, they're trying to go to a cashless society, paperless society. So Mike said, hey, we got to be in the game. You know what I mean? But one of the biggest things that Envy was talking about being a real estate owner is that one of the hardest things for us to be able to do is to be able to find loans for the things that we want to be able to not being able to get loans. And so by banking and growing this bank, something that I didn't know, and I'm just, I don't know everything, so I'm trying to get educated in it, is that Bank of America used to be called the Bank of Italy. And when immigrants came over, it was a bank that they bank with. Now it's Bank of America. And they asked Mike, how do we grow this bank? And it's just it's by assets and people putting their money in that bank and growing it and getting loans. And so I'm making my business now, until they tell me, hey man, you can't put our logo on your stuff. And I'm making my sponsor. So I'm like, hey, Bank Greenwood, and get more people doing it, and let's watch it grow. We can't be out here talking about Black Lives Matter and all this other stuff, bro, and then we don't support anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
hey, with that said, man, D. John, since we on this thing about about finances, man, one thing I would tell people, man, what I've been investing in is a couple of things. Is I'm in the cryptocurrency arena, and then I'm also doing. I've also been telling Black people, man, to make sure that you buy gold and silver. They projecting, man, by the end of the year, if you got any money to spare right now, gold is right around $2,000 an ounce. and then silver is teetering right around $26, $27 an ounce. So, but I will tell you, it's going to be a big jump. They talking projecting a big jump, and then also what we got to understand as a people, man, is that inflation has already started. Whenever you notice that, whenever you go to the ATM, you know, it's a lot of crispy dollars. You're getting more crispy money than you are getting, like, you know, the old type of money, which means the Fed is flooding the economy with dollars. So with all that said, man, you know, we coming up on this election thing. I just tell folks, man, to make sure that you prepare. I'm gonna put a website in the feed like you did, Deke. It's a reputable company. We just bought, you know, 5 figures into the gold and the silver thing, man. And I really think it's important, man, that we understand that. So I'm gonna put it up in the feed if you don't mind, but I'm telling you, go and buy it.
No. We got a new show. I'd like to have Johnny, have yourself, have Cordell. We got a new show coming on. I can tell you one of the things that I'm involved in right now is this. I told you last week, is in the Zoom boom. Nobody is going back into these companies, into these offices. So we are going to be doing a lot of stuff in private Zoom rooms where you get people on, entrepreneurs. I will tell you a new show that I wrote. You know, I'm a spinoff show writer. So I just wrote a new show called Fish Tank. It's for young entrepreneurs. It's not Shark Tank. It's Fish Tank. And so we're trying to empower young kids into entrepreneurs that if they have an idea, Fish Tank, they're going to sit before thousandaires, not millionaires, but thousandaires that are looking to empower a kid in their business. And young kids they may create T-shirts, they may create websites, they may create something for kids, for other kids. And so Fish Tank they're going to sit in front of thousandaires, not millionaires, but people that'll give them $5,000, maybe $10,000 for their business idea and help them start it off. So Fish Tank is a new one. We're going to start shooting that in about a month and a half. So that's going to be a good little show that we're doing. So Johnny, yeah, definitely want to get you on, but we want to have a forum. We have to use this social media and all these different avenues right now. Facebook, I'm on 3. I'm on Restream. We're being streamed right now on 3 different platforms, which we can be streamed on 30 on Restream. So we right now are on Facebook Live, Twitter, and Periscope. So information is king, man. So if you know, as my daddy say, what he say, E? Knowledge is to be sold and not told. If we can all.
So Harvey, baby. Hey, D. John, man, just in case, man. So I just went on right now, and I just bought fishtankkids.com for you.
Thank you,
You
sir.
know what I mean? No, so I send it over to you and transfer it over to you, man. So it's because it's gonna be about kids, right?
Yes, sir. It's about kids who have entrepreneurial ideas. They sit, they pitch, they get taught how to pitch the idea, and then the group gets together. The least amount of money they can leave with is $500 for their business. So looking for kids for the show that have a business idea. Well, like I said, most kids are, it's not about a lemonade stand. It's about, hey, somebody got an idea. Another good friend of mine, Ty Green, he owns a TV network. Ty. He also does Tech Camp. He teaches kids how to build apps in a weekend. So that's going to go on Zoom. You go live Tech Camp, kids sign up, and he shows them how to write code and do the whole deal. And then at the end of the weekend, they have an actual app that they launch and they get going. Tech Camp costs them to go to, but it's real. And these kids are staying up literally 48 hours, man, or almost 72. They stay up. They check in on Friday on Zoom. They show their screen and they go. They go. And by Sunday, when they get off, they have a created app in the App Store, ready to buy, ready to go. So absolutely.
Yeah, what I'm doing too, though, I'm buying.
Johnny just asked, is anybody willing to school him on crypto? Please friend request me. I'm eager to understand. And that's what this.
Tell them to send anybody interested. It's a form that I've been involved in, and I've been doing My man put me up on it, and I've been doing. Please, if y'all on here, just send me a friend request at Eric Muhammad. But and I'll share it with you, Deke. But I've been doing 17%, 19%, 13% daily on my cryptocurrency. So that's rolling. But the other thing too, Adiga, I'll announce it, man. If any of you guys we doing it, I'm gonna roll it out here in the next week or two. I'm gonna give away five PlayStation, PS5s to any kids that are student athletes, players of the week, but also have straight A GPAs and good character kids. So I'm gonna do a whole ballot with that going into the holiday season, and that's what we want to do.
And you guys can do that on CaliforniaRecruits.com. You can submit that to me, and I will submit it to Eric. That way, we can get 5 kids from all the way around. Also, Cordell, Knox, and myself are also any kids that are in the city. And I know we talked about it. We did not launch it. We will launch it today. That needs help with their recruiting. Class must have a 2. Listen to what we're saying. 2.8 or better. 2.8 or better. They will get the value. A offense and a defensive player. They go to an inner city school, and that kid wants an opportunity to play college sports. We will give a offense and a defensive player the value of $7,000 to our service. They free. Any.
Hey, if I could, let me say this too, Deke, so you don't have to kind of blow your own horn. But let me just tell, like, if you on here for your, first, second, and third time, whatever it is, or y'all familiar with recruiting. But let me just tell you, man. I had some conversations. For example, I had a conversation with Coach Ron English from Florida last week sometime.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you right now, parents. Let me just tell y'all the direction, and Dijon has been very forward in this, as far as his ideas and understanding of where this is going since COVID. Is the fact of it is, and I'm telling you, I talked to 2 coaches that confirm this. Is that number one is that there is definitely going to be a pivot in a tremendous evolve in the way recruiting is done. So I highly encourage you, if you particularly if your son is on the Cubs or he's a realistic D2 or D3 player and you're looking to get your son recruited, I can tell you right now, there's going to be a lot of change. And like I said, I had talked to D1 coaches and they confirmed it. So you can absolutely take it to the bank that, D2 and D3 coaches will have to get more creative and they're going to have to be more efficient because many of them will not be getting on the road to come see kids like it was prior to COVID. So, I mean, if you're serious about it, I'm telling you, please, please, please take what I'm saying, take what Dijon is saying for the gospel, so to speak. So, because I'm telling you, it's real stuff going on.
Hey, Ian, when you told me that, it was quite funny that a guy went on and said, if you're using a service, you're crazy, is what he told some parents on Friday. And I went, well, if you're not using the service, you're crazy. Because at the end of the day, I'm looking at a grown man and Johnny Lipkin that's on here that just said something that I think is phenomenal. That a man would come on and say, anybody willing to school me on crypto, right? It's the same with recruiting. They're a parent who don't know. And when you're asking, now, that knowledge ain't free. That knowledge might be free because you said, here's a brother that asks. We were giving away our service, right? Giving it away. So at the end of the day, it takes a lot to just say, hey, I need help. And when you see the world changing, one of the things that we have not done as Black people, we have not shared. And the one thing, man, that makes you and I, through everything that we've gone through, we don't share it to cutting the donut in half, eating the ramen in college, and saying, you full, I'm full, we made it, today. So right. At the end of the day, it's about being able to share this information. When I heard Greenwood yesterday, my wheels start turning. Like every time I get on, I'm going to pump it up. I love Killer Mike. I love what he stands for. I love what he puts out. So I think, again, you can't lose sharing the information. Cordell told me one time, hey, man, you give a lot of information away, and I do, but I think we get blessed for it. And now, hey, we charge like anybody else. Nobody has a problem paying the other man. Nobody has a problem.
We should, but what's crazy, Deke? We should have a problem paying the other man. You know what I mean? Like, I know as a business owner, I've been going out of my way to find you know, I needed some work done in my house, man. And I went out of my way, man, to like some extremes to find, you know, a black electrician, man, a black plumber. Like I really went out of my way, man. I'm just not outside of me using Amazon. I'm trying to be very adamant, man, about supporting black people, man, during these times, man, because it's becoming more and more important. And as far as your service is concerned, you know, when you go look at other services, man, like it's just all computer generated trash. So there's no I guess no hands-on, quote unquote, far as the connection is concerned, man, and connecting you know, kids to coaches on a real-time, live level, you know. So that's all things to be considered, man.
Since 4 o'clock. So 7 o'clock, Cat on the East Coast. Cordell is up all night. You know, we touch base in the morning. Yo, what's up? Who do we need to talk to today? You know what I mean? And that's just, you know, on the call. I'm trying to, and then I got to be dad. You know, I was fortunate to go see my son this weekend to play in Nevada, and at the end of the day, I was, you know, I had to be dad, but my phone didn't stop ringing. And hey, I'm walking out the game, and I see 3-4 kids who got brothers on the team, and one, you know, from what's that, Folsom High School. I'm like, what they doing with you? They ain't offered you. We get into a conversation right there. I said, man, I go right up to the coach's office after the game. Hey, y'all know what's his name, brother? I just saw him at camp. He was at the game today. He was on campus. Yeah, he was on campus. He was here watching his brother.
Right.
Yeah, man, we got to get on him. He's 6'1", long DB. Yeah, I just saw the DBs getting shellacked by Wyoming. You need to get on him tonight. He here. You know, right. For free. You know, he here free. You didn't have to pay for that. But because they don't know and they doing other stuff, you got to have an advocate. And so when people say, oh, you don't need to do that, or you don't need to, it's like, okay, keep messing with this recruiting game. You know, that 1 year, that one transfer no sit rule, it passes in January. It's going to hit a lot of cats. And then it'll be a whole lot of, hey, can you help me? I need help. You know what I mean? I want to give it up to, man, Coach Wadu at San Jose State now. So reach out, give him a shout out. Also, Coach Norvell, pray for Jay Norvell, coach of the University of Nevada. His father, who was very instrumental actually in the Black Coaches Association. He's the founder. He passed away on Friday or last Monday. Merritt Norvell. So pray for Coach Jay Norvell. His father passed. He put the Black Coaches Association together, and we were just in that process of bringing that back with Coach Zoe Carter, who brought it back on Zoom. You know, really trying to help a lot of these coaches, man. What I didn't put on here, want to talk about, man, since I brought up that, do you see the new stipulations they just put in on your boy because they didn't like the way he was getting down?
No, sir. On who?
Deion Sanders.
What? They got a new Deion rule? I did not see it. Go ahead and break it down.
Yeah, so Johnny just said, Johnny just brought the point up. He said, yeah, everyone is building banks and hospitals off our own field and on court labor too. It's enough of us to go around. Deion's about to be a big problem. So yeah, they just put it.
Very true, Johnny. Man, very true, my brother. Very true.
And so they just got on Deion because there are some Division I 5-star athletes looking at Jackson State and looking at decommitting from some other places. I mean, they want to go with Deion. They like, you know, they like Coach Sanders. They like what he's about. And so you start screaming, it's not fair, right? It's not fair, right, that Deion can come in and they're supposed, you know, what they're trying to throw on Deion is this is a non-contact period because it's dead period right now. So
here's what I, you know, let me say this to that point, Dijon. Here's the thing is, I've said this before, man, and if we would give this some consideration, right? So Cube, the thing that Cube is on right now, man, shout out to Cube, man, because our people, man, we think so myopically with a ghetto ass mentality, and we so critical of our own sometime in the media, you know, when he's actually trying to do something good for us. So whether we have an understanding or to understand the full scope of what his mind is, it blows my wig back that we can be so critical of our own when we're trying to actually do some good, and brothers willing to go and sit down with people that we may not think that he should be sitting down with. But again, typically Black people are very conditioned because we have a myopic little ghetto mentality to a lot of what we do.
We're just gonna talk, just change the back E, because we go, I wanted to talk about the cube thing, and I told you, and I just want to talk about it because I think
I know, but D, hold on, let me finish my point about that. But Dion, know what I had said in regard to Cube, right? See, I really believe now. See, this is a really big game changer when it comes to athletes, and I would love to get onto the Cube thing. But when it comes down to it, I really seen this coming, right? There's Jordan rules, right? Yeah. So at the end of the day, man, we should have withdrew. The NCAA, man, is a crooked organization, man. It is a legal racket. At the end of the day, man, now this is kind of the HBCUs is essentially a ground floor group of schools, so to speak, when it comes down to finances, right? They've been around a tremendous amount of time. But here's the thing. A lot of the Black people that have a whole bunch of Black dollars, hey, man, all y'all got to do is withdraw from the NCAA. Man, you can fund all those damn schools, man, yourselves. If you got Magic, you got Ice Cube, you got Dre, you got, the people, our folks that have a lot of money. If y'all all but stood how many billions upon billions of dollars, if they would actually invest in that aspect of it, and then all those kids will start going to those schools. Now, man, that puts us in a whole different situation. We don't have to have the oversight of this criminal organization called the NCAA. And again, we call our own shots, right? And then we don't have to worry about Deion could be as free as a Black man that he desires to be, man. And we can do exactly what we wanted to be. We just got to get out of the NCAA, man. I think particularly if the HBCUs, if they understood that, man, hey, man, that's a game changer, man. You got me interested now. I'm getting ready to go really read on what's going on with Deion, because now, again, this is a form of Jordan rules. And then now the thing has changed again. They move the goalposts.
But the thing you when you bring that up, and you've been around since when I first wrote.
Keep talking, Deke, real fast. Excuse me, to go get my course so I can plug in. But I'm listening to you. I can hear you well.
Okay. Well, you were around when I first wrote the movie, and that was what the movie was about. It's called The Historical Choice, and I wrote the movie off of a what if all these young athletes would all choose to go to an HBCU. As a preacher, you learn in seminary, everybody should be able to preach the one message that any preacher should be able to preach about Jesus is it only takes one. And right. that message is it took one to go to Calvary for everybody to obtain salvation. It takes that one LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kobe,
George Floyd.
It takes that one player athlete to say that everybody loves that I'm going to Howard University. Right. I'm going to an HBCU and I'm going to direct that traffic or that top 100 athletes say, let's all do it. Let's all go. Right. So, because what happens is it becomes that thing that says TV has to follow this group of guys, right? TV has to go and say, hey, if everybody wants to see LeBron, and I was watching the Allen Iverson story, one of the things that was going on in his hometown was there was a bunch of people saying he was going to go to Hampton in Virginia.
Right.
I mean, if you imagine LeBron or Kobe or Allen Iverson or a number one overall NBA guy, if I'm number one, here's the thing about basketball with this too, and I'm going to use basketball. You know if you're a number one pick when you coming out of your 12th grade year. You done play AAU travel basketball. They know who the guy going to be, right? They know that. So at the end of the day, if those guys are if that number one guy, man, he can go to Pasadena City College if he wants to. It don't matter. They coming to watch him. They're going to do it. But the thing is, I tell people all the time, and you know this, E, we talk about it. The one word that we struggled and we fought for that killed us is the one word that killed us, and that is equal. We fight for equality to never be equal.
We don't need to.
That again, we fought for something to be equal that you never equal about. So you didn't want me to go. Like, I watched the history of the NCAA and I cracked up and got mad at that one portion where it was like Bear Bryant. And this is my thing with the SEC today. I don't care. I will never support or like the SEC. I don't like Alabama. I'm never going to like it. I like Sarkisian. I like T. Martin as people, but I'll never support it because you didn't want black kids to even go to your school until 1970.
Man.
Because a integrated USC football team whooped your tail with brothers on it. Go look it up.
Right.
Brian, I'm not paying homage to a statue of a dude that didn't even want my people at his school. So that whole SEC to me is a joke, and I'm gonna always go, and Ian could be the baddest thing. Don't even come.
Right.
I'll tell you now. Don't
and that's the whole story of the integration in and of itself.
And then they said it. They said it live on the history of the. Go back and watch it. Some of you guys that have never, that has never watched it. USC whooped Bear Bryant's tail. He had not one black athlete on his team.
Didn't. And just one after that happened, he was not. Oh man! And he gets the Negroes.
He went and got two brothers, and it went on from there. And at the end of the day, bro, that's my deal with staying on the West Coast. If I go to the South, go to Tuskegee, go wherever you gonna go, but I'm not rocking with that. I'm never rocking with that. And I think the thing is that we weren't given that pride. And that's why I love the platform of TV streaming. That's why it's scary, because of information, brother. Hey,
DJ, and that's real talk. Here's the thing in a nutshell, what you're talking about too, man. If I can,
what you say in higher learning, I want all the information.
Man, you want it all. That's real talk, man. Here's the thing is, man, is like, I really think hopefully, man, like this generation of children coming up, man, is like, I think that the fight is changing, right? Because it goes back to what you're saying. See, we've been fighting for things that we shouldn't have been fighting for. It's been a whole lot of wasted time. Like we talked about it, D. John, is like Martin Luther King eventually woke up from that dream and that reality, but it was a whole lot of wasted time and a whole thousands of misdirected people. Martin Luther King, he didn't understand.
Share with the people what Dr. King told Harry Belafonte 2 weeks before he died. I think I put my people in a burning building.
Yeah, he said he's been trying to essentially, man, just acquiesce his people into a burning house, man. And he realized that. So that's a stark reality. So if you look at it, man,
and the finishing point was we were better when we were segregated.
There it is. I mean, so again, when you talk about it, that's been our whole concept, our whole misdirected energy on a lot of things, man. So we, even like I tell people, man, it's like, I'm not an advocate against voting, but my thing of it is we can't be more for voting than we are for our own unity. So don't keep talking to me about voting like we're so when Kamala Harris, this whole thing now, it all kicked back up again. And I'm like, well, damn, I don't see much talk about Black unity and support of Black businesses more so than I see about this system. Like, this just ridiculous to me, man. But our energy are so misdirected off times. And Martin Luther King, again, history, of course, always were right and well because of his intent, right? But at the end of the day, man, when you look at how many thousands and then generations were misdirected into this idea of integration, because we just want to be accepted essentially by white folks. Oh, Mr. Charlie, just accept us. We want to be like you. Well, ultimately, man, that was a cry that has continuously gone on deaf ears, as we see even to this very day. So, you know what I mean? That's my whole concept, man, the whole thought of it. Because at the end of the day, man, what you talked about, D, again, now with this whole thing now, is like we got to go through some changes because now they finna try to run Deion, this whole unfair thing again.
Yeah.
Now we getting ready to deal with that. You know what I mean?
But it's not unfair. Here. But it's not unfair when Archie Manning, you know how bad it would have looked? It looked when a brother say, I'm not going to San Diego. When Eli Manning said he had to be in a major market as a quarterback, Archie Manning could say that as his father and agent that he's not going to the Chargers.
Right.
He's going to New York. He has to be in New York. He can say that. How many arrogant black Negroes would have been, he should be happy that he's getting drafted.
Ain't that just happy?
He should be happy. You know what I mean? How does this man tell this? I mean,
that's crazy.
And hey, he didn't go to the Chargers. They got Phillip Rivers.
Facts.
Right? So at the end of the day, man, it's always this unfair thing. Yeah, we saw that. We saw that, Johnny, how to sell a Negro. I played that on here. How to sell to Negroes on YouTube was shared.
15 billion. Look at, man, 15 billion, brother Johnny. They understood that, brother.
Yeah.
So they had to make a plea as quickly as they can. We need these Negroes back on our buses. Because, you know, again.
But E, what did I tell you? The blueprint was that. What was the blueprint? Boycott. It was the bus boycott.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Dr. King missed it right there. He had it and then missed it. It was hit him in the pockets. My dollar is value. So if my dollar, Killer Mike said when he was talking about the bank the other day, he said it. He said 6 hours the dollar stays in the black community. 6 hours.
That's crazy.
6 hours. You can, so I already know. You get that check, you have the check cash in place, you have the system get hair, the nails. It's 6 hours, bro.
Hey, Dick, you know, I think about a month ago, you go look back and look at my Facebook page, you know, a lot of times I get so tired of like talking, man. And, you know, even when I wasn't in this position to where I could, you know, extend this, I was still into just trying to find some brothers, man, that can go into business for ourselves. You know, you and I, we've been entrepreneurs, man, for a long time. And we've been, you know, fortunate to put some great stuff, some great ideas out there and, you know, and institute some great programs, man. But at the end of the day, like about 2 weeks ago, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I put on my Facebook, man, I said, man, I got the first $10,000, man. I'm looking to get about 5 or 10 more black men or black people to be in. You know, I got the first 10, who's in? You know, man, and, you know, people want to go in there and look at it in the comments, man. But at the end of the day, you know, I got no takers, man, because we just don't understand the power of economics and the power of our unity. You know, when you put that both together, man, it's an incredible thing, man.
How do we use the platform that we're on today to teach it? Here's the problem. I want to do an entrepreneurial Zoom meeting room because, you know, one of the biggest things about Zoom right now, they are creating rooms that you can go into. And
yes,
people trying to add money to that. So you got to be in this room. It costs. But when you're in this room with Johnny, with E, with Cordell. E's going to be teaching this, right? That room might cost $1. It doesn't matter. First thing somebody gonna say, well, I'm gonna pay $10 to go in this room for $1 to go in this room to hear somebody talk, because it's information, right? Yep. Tony Roberts, you know, I've been on my motivational speaking. You know, again, Tony Roberts don't make the money he make. ET don't make the money he make. He's motivating you with information, right? At the end of the day, it's information. Information is key. We gotta stop selling services and we gotta go give some type of product that people want and people want every day. What did we talk about the other day? Carter G. Woodson said the miseducation of the Negro is that we will teach We will teach. Carter G. Woodson said, we will teach our kid. What happened to the Negro was he would work for his father. He would watch his father wash clothes or work for the owner of a white establishment and wash clothes, clean clothes, fold clothes, and tell his son, go get your degree, go to get your degree. While the owner of the white establishment says, hey, we've been doing this. What's going on with the washing machine or the dryer? Says, Dad, I don't know. I tried to fix it. When he tells him to go to school, he tells him to go to school for engineering. He tells him to go to school to learn how to manufacture and make the parts to the machine. We have to get out of goods and services and get into the manufacturing. If we are the original Egyptian creator, inventor, we have that in us already to invent. So we have to invent it. We got to use technology and everything that we have to invent something that people want. The minute you said it to me, you hit me. D, I need a logo. D, I need this. Why? That's the thing that we got to have now. Hey, can I bring up the company? Coolers and Canopies?
Go ahead, D. Go ahead, D.
So you created the company Coolers and Canopies. Now we got the Bluetooth water cooler. You got the canopies for people to have. We're trying now. We need to be getting back. What did I say? What did we get on and say? Johnny, we need to get on a storm. Right now, we need a contract from the LAUSD, Bakersfield City School, Kern County. We need to get back and say, hey, man, there's 15 different types of steaming cleaning equipment because everybody right now is so afraid of COVID. You got to clean every classroom and everything and make sure it's disinfected. You know how many disinfecting businesses should be coming up right now? You know how many chemists brothers should be getting with chemists saying, hey, you got a new way of cleaning something. Let's mix, don't kill ourselves, but let's get this Pine Sol and this and mix this and let's call it, God dang it, Kabam. They got Kaboom. Let's get Kabam and let's go.
And D, to that point, real fast, to your point, I apologize to interrupt you, but I just encourage anybody that's on this link to number one is like to Dijon's point, is first off, actively seek out Black businesses before you go buy anything at all. Because I'm telling you right now, if I did not have to actually buy anything from Amazon, like most of this, I just appreciate Amazon because right now it is what it is, and you can get stuff within days. But if I did not have to do it and I was able to get those same goods and services, like I go to WeBuyBlack.com, yeah, we got to support them, but they just have right now just unfortunately a limited amount of products that that we could buy. Like right. we unfortunately, like Black folks, we still on shea butter. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's still a Black business, and we still should support them, a Black website. But at the end of the day, we gotta actively find and seek out Black ownership, like regardless, because they out there. It may be a little bit tough to find, and we may have to go a little bit harder when it's as far as financially. They may ask a little bit more, but hey, man, it's just a little bit more of a cost to do business as a Black man and a Black woman in America. It is what it is. We can't get around it.
And we need to create this book. I'll put this up here. We need to create this book again across the country. A lot of people may not know. E, do you know about this book?
I did not. No, sir.
Okay, so this is a book that I learned from Killer Mike as well. It's called The Green Book Guide to Freedom, the essential travel guide for a segregated America. This was a book that was sold in the South to Black people of Black businesses in the South, because when we were traveling, we couldn't go into everywhere. So because of this book, it was a book that was created on where he could shop when he was in Vegas, where he could shop when he's in Atlanta. So we need to create the new Green Book on It Takes Work. So the new Green Book would actually be us getting with Black owners across the country. And because the country's not segregated anymore, but at the end of the day, how you help Black businesses is bring a book back called The Green Book Guide to Freedom, the new era Green Book, whatever we would call it. And we would know when we get to Atlanta, this is where I get a haircut. Like, I ain't from Atlanta. I'm not from the South. When I go travel here, this is where I go. So the Green Book was a book that was essential for travel guide for segregated America. It was out in the 50s and the 60s, brother. It was an amazing book. You can go check it out. They did a story on it. Killer Mike talked about the book. And at the end of the day, I think you should have that book today. But from a positive standpoint, that if I want to find a realtor in Oklahoma or a city, he should be in that green book, and that book should be owned by us. You need to get that book going.
No, real talk. So I just posted in the feed, for example, if y'all go down and you look at, like I just posted in this feed right here, because one of the biggest things that you're talking about is to initiate the process and purchasing land, right? So I think Rick Ross just purchased like 92 acres, man, of land down there in Georgia. So this is actually how we begin and how we start this whole process. I mean, when we got land, of course, at the end of the day, like we can find some brothers, man, some Black construction owners. We can find brothers as Black farmers, et cetera, man, that understand law to go in and make sure we can build around, all these parcels of land that we bought, and then we can keep them folks out, and we don't have to worry about being, the tyranny of police. You know what I mean? This is stuff that we could, actually do ourselves. And it really doesn't take that much. It's just take unity. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, if we just found 3, 4, 5 Black people that have like minds. So he didn't even talk about finances, but he just said, hey, if we just have like minds, then we should go into business together. Elijah Muhammad built the most successful financial empire of any Black man in America. When you talk about Black banks and Black supermarkets and international commerce with food coming from overseas, I mean, he did it. You can go research it off of nickels and pennies of Black folks. There's nobody that did it bigger and better than he did. So, right. Killer Mike talks about the economic blueprint of Elijah Muhammad and the Nation of Islam. Like, we got to study that stuff. Like, it's real. And, and again, just with that said, we got to just stop with the religious gangbanging, because at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, like, we brothers and sisters, you know what I mean? So we all come from that. But more than anything, it's about us building a network to where it's our own, and we don't have to really worry about these other people outside.
And a lot of that is, that we battle with the fact that, like people say, money ain't everything. But what Rob used to say, it's up there with air. You know what I mean? It ain't up. Money ain't everything, but it's up there with air. You cannot get anything done if you
finances.
You don't have it. You know what I mean? You can't get in the room. So another thing, in all of this, man, and I'm telling you guys, I think just with your services, man, that the part that you've helped me with in getting my nonprofit, breaking down the reason why you need, people need to get nonprofit in this era right now. And with everything that's going on, there are funds that we never even get to touch, things that we didn't get to do. I'm gonna put a group together here and have you be, head of that on what we've been doing.
And let me say this, Deke, to that point, right? So, and again, I'm gonna always coattail what you're saying. So, you and I have discussed it offline, but I tell people right here, here and now, is like, we secured a tremendous amount. We talked offline. We ain't got to get into the dollar amount, but we was able to secure some nice change from Trump, right? Trump money, right?
Right.
We're just so we just get so stigmatized, man, and just so like into the emotional side of this stuff, man. It's like, man, I said it before, man, Trump can get on TV and say nigger 50 million times. It does not affect my personal life. I can give a damn about what Donald Trump is talking about. But at the end of the day, it's like, yes, we just have to find the niche of opportunity and capitalize off that niche of opportunity. So we just get out of the concept of this whole, like this, this new Johnny come lately white man that's going to be so much better for us. Oh, he's just Biden, like no one cares. Like he's not going to impact my life no more than Trump does. None of these guys have. Obama was a black man that did not impact my life. He didn't impact it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it gets crazy to me, man, but go ahead.
You know what was crazy? And I want, Hey man, that's cool. Tony Hicks said I created my own debit card and now own a public company. Bank is next. Toby, get with us, man. We want to make sure we support that brother. I'm a walking billboard for every show that I'm on, dude. So I love that, man. You know, that's the crazy thing, E, that I will never forget. And you know, at 22 years old, 23 years old, I made a lot of money with Harlan Warner.
That's facts.
The very first meeting I ever met, Harlan Warner, stringy hair, Jew boy, millionaire at 19 years old. He told me if you were walking down the street, I probably wouldn't speak to you. And if I was walking, you wouldn't speak to me. He said, because you bring something to the table that I can obtain. And he said, because you bring something to the table that'll help me make money, and I have something that'll help you. He said, let's work together. And that was 1993. And that's man's my friend to this day. Love him. We made bread together. And he told me the truth. In Malibu, sitting there with Muhammad Ali, I'm like, did he just really tell me he wouldn't even speak to me? And what happened? A week later, I'm in a brand new car, you know, he paying for all this stuff, and I'm hustling. I'm going to get it. But at the end of the day, we had something to bring to the table. And so I think what happened, man, is that we allowed a lot of different stigmas. Like we were talking about Ice Cube, and I called you that morning like, dude, like, I'm not understanding. Help me understand what's going on. And then I went and watched Roland Martin. I heard what Cube said. And Cube said what you just said, man. He said, look, man, I'm trying to get something done at the end of the day. I can't wait for Joe Biden. He said Joe Biden and the Democratic Party told me, wait till after the election, which simply meant to me is I have no power to do what you want me to do because I'm not in position. So at the end of the day, I got to go to somebody that's in position and that have power. Right. And God is so amazing for me. He breaks down stuff biblically. And I was wrestling with it. And I'm like, because all you see, you know, I'm looking at D.L. Hughley, who I respect. And I'm like, okay, well, D.L. said this and this, that, and I watch Q. And then God just broke it down. He's like, hey, so if I told Moses to go tell Pharaoh to let my people go, didn't nobody like Pharaoh. But the only one that could let the people go was Pharaoh. Moses ain't supposed to go talk to somebody else who don't have the power. God said, go talk to Pharaoh. Right? So if nobody liked Pharaoh, what was Moses supposed to do? Well, nobody like Pharaoh, God. I'm gonna go to Pharaoh's cousin.
Right.
Hey,
that ain't got no juice.
Pharaoh, God said, no, I told you. Now, here's the thing that I learned from that. I learned from that as well. Why are we putting it on Q? Because a real martyr, a real revolutionary is willing to die for the cause. Am I right?
Absolutely.
A real revolutionary is willing to die for the cause. So at the end of the day is this. Q went as far, because I watched the interview.
Red Talk, Table Talk.
Well, I watched the interview with Roland Martin, and the young lady said from Black Lives Matter, why do you want to work with us? Roland Martin said, we've got some of the same things. She's got some of the same things that you're asking for in your plan is there. I don't know why we can't work together. And I'm looking at Cube and I'm looking at it and I'm going, I know why. I learned why right then. Because Cube ain't saying, I'm willing to lose everything that I've put up as Ice Cube, right? And my movies, my music and everything, because the minute I connect with you, she said, I get death threats every day now. People don't like me and blah, blah, blah. So Q went to a grassroots organization to where he could still be in control of his platform, and he presented it the way he wanted to present it. That way he can go back to work and still make money. That's where people go, oh, he's a punk. But at the end of the day, people got to consider the fact that everybody ain't willing to die for the cause at the end of the day, right?
Exactly.
Everybody ain't. willing to die. Cube is not saying, he said, hey, I'm gonna use my platform to go up here and do what I need to do. If they don't like you, they're not gonna listen to me. If I
let me and that's a fact. I'll illustrate that point further. So Nick Cannon caught a lot of heat.
Yeah.
But what happened is just people don't know, but shortly after he did all that ass kissing with them Jews, what he did was he had a meeting very shortly, and it wasn't public news, but I know for a fact because I got calls from and I got course information. But he went to Chicago and sat down and talked with the minister. Now, if you look at when you look at Nick Cannon's feed right now, all Nick Cannon, now all that heat, right? That was a lot of heat. And then he went on to explain and really sit down with them Jews, man, and had to royally kiss their ass, man, to get back to any type of, I guess,
elements.
Yeah, exactly, Deke. So he went through that whole process, and I was critical of Nick. And at the end of the day, it's to your point, Dejon. See, Nick wasn't built. Nick, you're not built for that fight, man. See, no. You're dealing with the most powerful people in the world, man, that have, here's the thing. From a very reliable source, man, Prince Nelson never used that quote unquote elevator that he was found in at his house. Very seldom used it, if at all. But he was found dead in that elevator on some drugs, quote unquote. But he had just gained $500 million of his own masters. See, you dealing with people, man, who play at a very, very high level, and the stakes is very high. It's very high. So when you go at them, I'm telling you right now, I tell people all the time, see, you will see the make of a man. See, if you open your mouth against Jews, you'll see the make of a man. And the only one that has stood firm on that, and it's a fact, not to get too far into it, is Honorable Louis Farrakhan. But Nick went and sat down with the minister, and I guarantee the minister gave him a lot of game and told him, son, leave that alone. Because if you go look at Nick's tone now, it's all about the music, the singer, the mass singer. It's been nothing but that. You understand what I'm saying? See, he got all the way out of that thing with dealing with them, because you're talking about some serious situation where it would ultimately cost you your life, man.
So people always say, Dejon, we worked in it. We worked in entertainment. What did Harlan tell us? What did he tell us? He taught us something we learned from a very smart Jewish man. And what did he tell us? He said, hey, man, people will spend their last dollar on entertainment.
Yes.
Their last dollar. He said, if you got $20 right now, break down what you going to do. You ain't going to spend it all on food. You're going to get $7.
Entertainment. He told us entertainment, D.
Entertainment. That dollar, you're going to go get a red box. You're going to get a movie. You're going to spend $1.99 on the download.
Some feel good. Some feel good.
Make you feel good. So at the end of the day, you're dealing with people that deal with the eye gate and the ear gate, and what you can hear, what you can see. That's what it is. But what's mixed into that is information. And our goal is to make sure that people get the right information when they get out. And like I said, Ice Cube, as well as Nick Cannon, not built to lose their empire and what they feel like they work for. That's why you have the great Huey Newtons who are willing to die. You have the great guys that are willing to die. When you go back and you listen to Dr. King the night before he gets killed, he says it. Doesn't matter to me now. It's been a long day.
Yeah, man.
I've been to the mountain. I've seen what I needed to see. I'm not fearing any man. I'm not fearing anything.
Go ahead.
Right? Because at the end of the day, I see what it is. And guess what? I see it at the end. Had I saw it earlier, I'd have pulled us out, but I can't now. So I'm at the end. Ain't nothing else I can do. We have the ability to see it on the front end. I'll be 50. A long time, bro. It took me to see it at 50. I hope it ain't the end. But at the end of the day, I see it. It ain't no fight. Let me teach mine. Let me share the information. because that's all it's been about. Don't let them share the information, right? Don't let them share the information, because once you share the information, you empower the people. What was Nipsey doing? Sharing the information. This is how we get it. Told y'all 3 weeks ago when I went and got my son, a month ago when I went and got my son, I told my wife this weekend, I said, man, I spent $200. I bought a $60 t-shirt. I bought a $60 t-shirt because it was in my neighborhood. It was in my neighborhood, and I was just happy to see my people selling and making money in the neighborhood. And when the dudes, I said, shirt wasn't worth $10. I said, man, how much you want the Crenshaw by Nature shirt? You know what he said? 60. Here. Isaac, what you want? Say another sweatshirt. How much is a sweatshirt? $100, $100. I'm like, ooh, we gonna wait on the sweatshirt, brother. Well, I'm gonna get the t-shirt. Right. But at the end of the day, that's the problem. And you know what, Bobby is hitting on something that I'm gonna talk about in one of my motivational speeches, man. And it's this, man. And I told you this the other day. Bob said that's why we don't have any new leaders. We don't have any new leaders because when you look at Dr. King, when you look at Malcolm X, when you look at Minister Farrakhan, when you look at Huey Newton, and you look at some of these guys, there was one thing that we were willing and able to do. And there was a reason why. And I'm going to talk about it today. And people don't like it. People don't like roles. When you put that post up and you said, I got the first 10,000, the first thing that comes out of a black person's mouth is, I got mine, but now when we finally get the other 5 people and we got 50, we asking who gonna be in charge.
Man, that's crazy, man.
That's our problem. We worried about who gonna be in charge, and so God
come together first before we get there.
But that's the part of the process that we can't get, because now.
Deke, hold on 1 second. I'm listening, Deke. Somebody at our little bell, man. I'm listening to you, but go ahead.
All right. Our problem is that we worried about who gonna get credit for something instead of getting stuff done. We worried about who gonna get the credit, who name gonna be on what, he gonna be in charge, he gonna be the. I watch music groups, and it's so funny. I was looking at how talented Boyz II Men was, how talented New Edition was, how talented the Temptations were. You watch these movies, watch these stories, and you laugh because you sit back and go, they could never stay together because everybody's trying to figure out who the lead singer gonna be and who gonna be this and who gonna. That's our problem. We worried about it. What did I say? Right? It comes back to. You said you got the first 10,000. Before I put my 10 in, I gotta ask. When I put my 10 in, who gonna be in charge? That's our problem. Hey, what we gotta do is find the first people that got the 10. When Steven Spielberg says, I don't want to have to go to the big movie houses or whatever. I want to shoot my own movie. So guess what? Hey, Geffen, how you doing? I got $100 million on this movie called Jurassic Park. It's an amazing movie. Let me pitch it to you. You know what Geffen says? You don't got to pitch me nothing. Let's come together. Let's build this company. I got $100 million too. So that's $200 million. Now let's go call so-and-so. And we're going to do this. And now we're going to shoot the movie ourselves, spend our own money. And when we go, they're going to distribute it. We're going to get our money back first. And then we're going to do this. Anybody trying to figure out who in charge? Anybody trying to figure out that?
That's not the time. It's not. No. It's not important.
That's the music group in mentality. That's Bobby Brown left New Edition. David Ruffin ain't no more Temptation. And guess what? Everything becomes to be watered down because we are still trying to find out who in trouble. I don't care, if Johnny, you, Cordell, all of us get together and you say, bring the 10. Now we got 50. I want to know is what we buying. What do we?
Yeah, I'm with Tony. Tony said, man, I could be the janitor. Just give me the check. And that's the thing in regard to that, man. It's the truth.
And that's the thing, E. But what did you guys tell me? When our crew, me, you, Ferran, Eric, y'all said, Dejan, you the creator. You good. Get over here. Create, right? We got to know how to work off each other's strengths.
That's it.
The scripture says the eye cannot say to the hand, I have no need of you. How? The finger can't, the leg can't say, man, I ain't got no, man, I don't need a foot. You crazy. We need every part of the body to work together. And the problem is everybody wants to say, oh yeah, well, you must be, what's one of the things they can take out of you still live? You must be the gallbladder. We don't need that nigga. Take him out.
Right.
Right? But at the end of the day, that's our problem. We don't want to, if my hand was trying to be my eye, I would be deformed. That's the problem. We don't want to accept our role, bruh.
Yeah. And the thing of it is, man, is like
our strength.
You know,
maybe we have to accept your strength instead of role. Role make everybody be like, well, my role is, you know what I mean? No, accept your strength.
And the fact of the matter is, Deke, like, so when you look at that, when you throw it all in the gumbo, so to speak, what we look at as, like the Bible says, like, my people perish for the lack of knowledge, right? At the end of the day, what I think what we go wrong at is the fact that we just don't understand the importance of the unity first, right? And that goes back to, you know, of course, we can go read, you know, and if people on here have never read Willie Lynch, please go read Willie Lynch, and you'll understand the psychology of our people. But at the end of the day, when we don't really understand the common goal, and we don't understand that the common goal must supersede any level of importance, quote unquote, like, because I'm like you said, Dejan, like if my eye is trying to be my hand, there's a deformity. What ultimately is a disease, man. So at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, it's just what the focus needs to be is the end game, and all the details will be worked out. But I think that we get so ahead of ourselves, and I know what that's from. We just still deal with a high degree of self-hatred as a people, right? Because we still believe to a degree that the white man's ice is colder. And when it comes down to it, we just got to, I think the more and more that we have these conversations and we get ourselves involved in these forums, that the more people that we could weed out, in a sense, that we'll weed them out. Like I tell people all the time, like, hey, the Bible says that come as you are. That doesn't mean that we have to continuously, if a brother come in there and he's a homosexual, sister coming in as homosexual. No, God is a transforming, and Christ is a transforming energy and a transforming type of situation. Like, we got to transform past certain things. And that doesn't mean that there's no judgment, but also, we're dealing with America now, to where the moral character of this country, there's no moral character, right? So people, they're in the mode of, I don't want to offend anybody. Like, I was telling my wife, I'm like, I don't want my daughter to ever feel as though, because she was, she had a little tiara, not to go too far off, and I put a little tiara on her head, and then she wants to put it on daddy's. I said, no, baby. I said, no, this is for girls. Daddy doesn't wear tiaras.
Right.
This is for girls. She's 2 years old, but I'm putting in her mind already to where she understands that daddy needs a crown. See, boys wear crowns, baby. See what I'm saying? So I'm already putting in the psychology of her. We don't hate anybody, right? And we don't dislike or for anyone for their choices, but this is how we're going to do it in my house. And I don't give a damn what white folks say about nothing, but she will be empowered with reality and truth and embrace it. And there will be no hatred or vitriol towards anyone, but this is how we do it in our house. And she'll always have that power and the authority to be that way. And to me, that's very important. But that comes back to our people, man, to understand how important that is, with the times that we're living in. We just have to understand that the common goal is there, and we just have to unify about the common goal. You know what I mean?
So,
I know I got off with my daughter, but I don't know where that came in, but that's important.
How do we now, take this forum you know, because this is usually the Streets Take and it's on California Recruits. So how do we take this forum now?
Edit it out, deep. No,
Yeah.
we went deep.
No,
it's important, man.
No, so how do we take this forum now to a weekly Zoom meeting? Because I don't like meeting for the sake of meeting. I always tell people there has to be a goal in it, right? So you already have the page. What was it? Was it 100 Black men or 100 men? Was that yours or was somebody?
No, it was another brother that I was just, again, I'm just getting in my lane, D. So it's another brother, man, that hey, I told bro, man, I just want to help, man. And it doesn't matter where you at, man, but it's United Black Men. It's a Phoenix-based group, brothers. You know, if you want to get on, man, and join the group, I don't know. I just told brother I'm gonna get in and do what I can do, man. I'm not the head of that organization.
I just think we ought to create another group, whether it be Toby, whether it be Johnny, yourself, and myself, Cordell, and anybody that wants to get on it. Create another group. It's in a Zoom group, right? And we get on that group. And I would love to create the Green Book again. You know, the new Green Book. That may be a longer term project, but something that we're gonna get on and we're gonna talk about where we are. Right. There are a number of different things that, you know, we have in my community and where I'm at. You're in Arizona, there's guys down in LA where we need to start connecting, man, because I think there's a lot of and what I mean by that is start connecting and saying, okay, what do we need to put in this community? Right. I clearly own the Man Up Foundation, would love to do, I'm still doing life skills training with these young men. The bigger problem is that I live in a city, and I'm gonna say it, and folk might get mad, but I live in a city that has a real old school mentality in the fact that an old school Southern mentality that we can't do that. Or I hear this quite a bit here is that, oh, they ain't gonna let you do that here. You know, and it becomes a way of how we empower and talk about it. Like, and then it comes back to the biggest thing is, how do we get Black people to support Black people? How do we erase that mindset? Because again, this has nothing to do against white people.
Are you talking about the old mindset, D. John, of Black people that live there? Is that what you're referring to?
Oh, absolutely. I live in a city that is less than 2%, 3% Black, in that if it's 400,000 people in Bakersfield, 10% of that would be 40. 5% of that would be 20,000. Okay. 3% of that would be like 16. And I must know all 16,000 of them, because at the end of the day, we don't support one another or support something. I brought the Snoop League here. I use my contacts, right? And we have a great youth organization that was here, but it was still ran in this old school way. You know, with my services and understanding recruiting, I'm like talking to coaches and people, why aren't colleges coming here? Well, everything starts at the smaller level, right? The development part is not being done. Kids are being told they're very good in this complete circle of playing the same kids over and over and over again since they were 8 years old. Outside of that, the one or two teams that might go to a Vegas tournament or something, you know, will win and come back and we're the best, we're the best, we're the best. Then they would go to, there's 18 high schools, but 20 high schools, 18 public, 2 private, but only 4 schools are consistently getting recruiting out of it. So I'm looking at the numbers. I'm like, well, you got to bring kids outside of the bubble and put them somewhere else. So I bring in the Snoop League. And of course, people, we're not supporting that because, oh, you got to travel. But I want this. It's the mindset of, I want what everybody else has, but I'm not willing to do what everybody else does.
And my thing is to that, D. John, is like, you know, we just have to mobilize upon the people that actually want to do that. You know what I mean? That actually, like, you know, it's a little bit more energy and it takes a little bit more effort. But, you know, here's the point I was getting to when I was bringing up my daughter.
Are the same people now, 3 years later, 4 years later, that are working in my service, which actually has, you know, that's just what it is. And so the mindset is like, I'm like I'm really like Abraham in a sense in the scripture where I can see the fertilization. I can see that there's a growth here, right? It can happen, but it can't happen with the same mindset that, hey, I'm just here. I mean, Cats in Bakersfield still banging, bro, like it's 1984.
AD, you know the book, man. Moses, man, they let all the old people, man, wander off in the forest, man, till they died. So at the end of the day, man, you gotta, sometime, man, just comes down to, again, when we just gotta let them cats, man, just be by the wayside and let them just do what let them continue to be naysayers and just work around them.
Yeah, but that becomes the compassion side of who I am, right? Because you don't want to see your people die. You know what I mean? Like,
you know me, man. You know how I feel about it, man. I get it.
Freeways and all kind of stuff being built around you, and cats are sitting back. I done looked at it. I done looked at the 99 divide. I come here, I'm like, oh, whoa. Everything on the west side of the 99 is upper middle class, got a little bit of mixed in it, but that's where everybody is. On the east side of the 99, it's all minority. And y'all don't see it? Like, y'all don't really understand, like, freeways and railroad tracks divide cultures and races and economic wealth of people.
Man, right.
Everything on that side, on that side is where it's cracking at. Here, right. This side of the 99, it's trouble. Yeah. And so soon as you start talking about that on this side, I tell you right now, I'd love to get with somebody. I talked to a guy yesterday, Bakersfield Urban Prep Academy. I want to start a STEM school. I want to do some things here private. It's going to happen. But at the end of the day, with 16,000 Black folks, when you say, hey, I got a school for your young man, when they hear private, they go, oh, how much money that costs? It costs. It's a school.
Right. But here's the thing, D. Guess what? You model IMG. So bring them in. At the end of the, I'm telling you, bring them in, brother. Because at the end of the day, see, all them that was, how much? See, they gonna come. But now you create an avenue. You got the Bakersfield Prep. All right, bring them in. All right, man. Bakersfield Prep in Bakersfield, California. If you whatever it is, go out there, because now that program is a preparatory program, developmental, educational, otherwise. You see what I'm saying? So now again, man, you turn that, man, into a complete opportunity, and then now, man, all like I said, man. All the people, man, they getting ready to, they'll be coming because they'll see, oh, man, well, this was a real thing. Now, he bringing them from outside. Oh, okay, well, now it's a different, you see what I'm saying? Now it's a different thing. Again.
Well, it's the same thing. Yeah, absolutely. But
you feel me?
What I want to do is, man, with these guys on here, is create a forum where we get on Zoom and we talk about stuff and we get stuff done. I mean, I love the fact that you said you got the first 10,000. I think, maybe it becomes something very minute that you start with 1,000. You know what I mean? $1,000. That way you get more brothers involved and say, okay, with that, what are we going to do with it?
AD, you know what somebody brought to my attention when I said that, right? I think they, and I really appreciate when people give me feedback, because I hate people that just like go along with what I say, and I really don't like that, man. I really love when brothers, man. I'm drawn to strong men in a sense that, man, I enjoy righteous opposition and banter and construction, man. So when it comes down to it, man, a brother said, hey, E, man, you might have scared some folks off in saying that, and in respect to what you saying, D John, hey man, like, I don't care if we get 5,000 brothers, man, with 50, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just not interested, man. I just man, I don't care nothing about that, man. I'm like, man, let's get the process, man, going. God can, man. So let's just get the process going, man. I don't care, what the number is, right? But again, I posted earlier in the feed, if you go look, some of y'all go look at that, what I posted earlier in that feed with all that land, there's so much land all over the country, man, that's available, man, for us to do and to buy and purchase, man, with unity, right? Because again, if we just have a few brothers, man, we have the resources just within our network and within our mind to go find other resources to galvanize to what we for the cause, man. And that's essentially it,
Hey, so E, I'm gonna throw it out here. You said the first 10, right? I'm gonna call my brother Cordell, and we ought to do this. We ended the sports thing, right? So great idea. Let's do it in this. I was talking to a brother last week, TJ Pleasure. His mom and dad just bought a home in Oklahoma by the campus, right? Built from the ground up. These houses, you talking, in these college towns, we might have to just become the college town group. We can just start buying these houses and putting these college guys in them. So they bought a house, 4-bedroom. The kids are paying the going rate in Oklahoma in Norman is about $600 a month if they want to live in a house, in a room. $600 a month. House, I think, was like $66,000 they got built. So you telling me, you and 5 other brothers, let's say 6 of us, put in 10 grand, we go buy this house, build it from the ground up, and we put college students in it, and then we go buy 3 more. And we just let them pay for it. Why are we doing that? That's simple. Let's go find these schools like Oklahoma in Norman. They're going to win. They're going to always have a team. They're going to always have students there. So it's income that's going to come, right? Right? You live in Arizona. Can we still buy houses in Arizona not like we did in 95? Can we still buy houses in Arizona right now at a great rate?
Yeah, the market is good still, from what I understand, because we were looking to sell our house and go into something different. So we was messing back and forth with a realtor, man. But at the, right now, man, it's like a buyer and seller's market because the interest rates right now are very, very low for buyers. You know what I'm saying? Like you're talking about, 1 to 3% interest rates, man, which is phenomenal. You get what I'm saying? But at the same token, what that also means is that, again, man, homes is readily available. So for selling as well, but far as the price is concerned, those areas like at Normandy that you're talking about, much more effective, much more cost effective to go. You said 66 racks?
Yeah. From the ground up.
Probably got a little under a half acre land, something like that.
Yeah. And so TJ lives in that house, and 3 of his teammates. It was like, boom, get your guys. We go build a house, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So you start looking at these areas. What about the brothers that are handyman that know how to build or remodel a bathroom, do whatever it is, buying fixer-uppers? Those groups are guys that we can get on and say, hey, we are entrepreneurs. We're trying to help one another. And we are going to use the resources of men that want to get involved in this company. And we just going to go around the country and we're going to do something and create a document where everybody feels safe, and you go from there. But it starts with what we're doing right now. I don't think that, me and you, we talk about it from back in the day, that Puffy is, before Andre Harrell passed away, rest in peace, he hired Puffy, and later Puffy hires him. Because of the conversation, the information, somebody had to learn more, right? And we got to learn, and then we got to be able to trust. And our biggest thing is that lack of trust in one another. You got a guy, I see you tagging OG Bobby Johnson. At the end of the day, OG Bobby Johnson cooks. I was the other day, I just was on, what's the name? I just saw a dude say, I'm a felon, couldn't get a job, saved a little bit of money that I
got
had,
a hot dog stand.
bought a hot dog stand, and now I'm employed by myself. Well, right now, bro, restaurants ain't open. I know a guy that owns a company called Carts of Colorado, multi-millionaire, was in the same building I was in when I had my office in Colorado, and he said it. I said, how you make your money? He said, 1 hot dog at a time. That's what he said.
OG, man, just on that lick, man.
Bob,
OG, I had a brother come over to my house real fast, Deke. I had a brother come over to my house, And OG, if you interested, man, like we can probably talk about it. But any of the brothers, man, on here, business-minded brothers, man, please send me a friend request, man. Just because I know, man, there's a lot of good, beautiful brothers on here. But just send me a friend request. I want to connect with them anyway. But it was a brother, I had him come to my house last Sunday. He does hella food. So hell of a cook. He came over, man, cooked, man. He cooked, man, bought some fish, man. It was some fish I had never heard of called swai. I was like, man, what is this? Man, so I paid the brother, man. It was off the chain, man. So, I mean, I knew because he does videos, and I was like, man, you know, I know you a hell of a cook. So me looking to diversify and see opportunity, I'm like, man, come on through, man. Let's see what it is. Now, OG, if you talking about, you know, moving up the chain or whatever, man, I'm looking to actually get into the food truck business because, see, I already know what that looks like right now because I've been studying. If you all don't understand, I would highly just encourage you to go look up and read where what's called on-demand delivery. Go look up the numbers about on-demand delivery. Amazon has actually changed the game, but what's going on right now because of COVID, the food situation is tremendously different, right? So people aren't apt to go sit down nowhere as before. Now they're more interested in getting their food delivered. So OG, man, if you don't got no truck, you know what I mean? Like I'm looking to put some bread into getting trucks, right? It's a spot out in Arizona. Went and talked to the cat, man. Big old truck, man, that, you know, brand new. We built it from the ground up. He says, man, you know, Mexican brother said, man, it's about a 5-week turnaround time for a truck. I said, man, okay, well, shoot, man, let's get branded. Let's get all that stuff in order and let's roll. Cause I already know where that's going. And I already know the opportunity of a situation like that. Again, given the current time with COVID, you know, I think that, you know, folks don't understand a lot of times, man, is like, you know, they talking about opening in the shop somewhere. Well, fact of the matter is brick and mortar stuff ain't really cracking no more. So that's slowly going away. That's dying a very quick, fast death. So as further as we can get ahead of that whole concept and idea, man, the further we would be ahead, man, for, you know, entrepreneurially and business wise. But, you know, things is changing really, really quick, you know, so I just put that out there. I think I just saw your message come across, OG. But yeah, man, you know, that's how I'm looking at stuff, man.
Yep, AE, the food truck business in LA, Bakersfield,
Ridiculous.
would be phenomenal. They have, because right now, because of the COVID, like these are the brainstorming ideas that we want to be able to put. Like when you say that, okay, now let's do that. I was talking about, I went to Westchester. I was down in Westchester with my wife. There's a truck called the Koji truck that in LA. They only advertise on Instagram and Twitter, and I think they got like 2 or 3 trucks, and they like the Koji truck gonna be on Pico and whatever. Bro, by the time you get there, you got to get their app. By the time you get there, it's a line. It's crazy, right?
Now, Deacon, this finna blow you away.
Yeah.
Let me just throw this one at you, Deke. So with the food business, guess what I'm getting ready? Guess another thing I'm getting ready to do? Mobile cuts. Mobile cuts.
Yeah, my boy doing mobile cuts right now. He comes to the
but
house.
what I'm saying is that should be for us. That's one of the biggest things, man.
So
you get what I'm saying?
Are you gonna take cats out of barber college, put them on your like why would so I'm being Angel's advocate.
Of course.
You don't cut hair. So why would what benefit is it for, are you gonna get a cat? You gonna help him with clientele, split with his money? Like how do you do that one?
No, I mean, that all could be worked out, right? So, but as a business owner, man, I really never, I mean, as an investor, like people that I've looked at before, that I've actually gone to with ideas, man, I wouldn't look to try to get no more than 20%. Of course, I think that is a very fair amount after expenses. You get what I'm saying? So you know,
what I would say is you create the app. You would put the barbers up that get down in the area. So it's almost like you would be like the Uber joint, right? And you be like, if you create the app, if I get up in the morning, like I need a haircut, that cat now is on the app, on your app. He pays to go on your app. That app now is just like I pay a monthly fee to this app. I make off the app my own clientele, and off the app, I might make another $300-400 a week, because when I'm slow, I go to the app and be like, I'm available. I get cuts. So it becomes an app that you create to help the barber. Because as a barber, if I got my own clientele, I'm not taking 20% from a guy that now. But if you got an app, like truck driver, like I know a guy that has a truck right now, that Harvey H&R truck hauling. I said, how you get all your jobs? He said, man, I go on the app and I tell you, I'll pick up a load. It says $3,000, right? So boom, I go to the haircut app, the mobile haircut app. I pay a annual fee of $99, right? I pay $99, an annual fee, and then I pay 10% or 20%. So when I'm slow, bam. Well, barber college dude coming out of barber college with no clientele, hey, I'm finna pay this $100, man, to get my clientele up. What do you want him to do? The app shows his work. He got to go cut some hair. Boom, push Dejan and be like, here go my fade. Here go an afro. Here go a shadow. Here go a taper. Bam. Hey, I'm gonna let this little cat cut my hair, man, because my barber's he packed whatever. Bam, push the app. Where you at, bro? It's like Uber. Hey, I'm 15 minutes from you. Cool. Here, there's the address. You come cut my hair. Now you got to get the insurance, because I don't want some little ex nigga that want to rob me.
Right.
My house to cut my hair. But at the end of the day, I got an app that's paying me from barbers all across the country, because now I got to say the app is in Atlanta. The app is in I got barbers everywhere on the app getting their hair cut.
Right. No, that's real, man.
And that's what Cordell said. The app will act as a dispatcher. So you like, bam. So soon as the dude touch the app and do that, it's just like that. You pay for your haircut online like the Uber. Uber get their money, he get his money, he on his way. Cut the hair. Bam. There it is.
No, that's real talk, man.
So Ty Green creates apps, baby. Or any brothers on here that create apps. Let's get that app cracking. It's the barber app. You know what I mean? And now we create that app and we get it cracking. And now we put a bunch of, and now it's easy. I work in the school business. I walk into barber college. Can I present my app to any of your graduating students? Hey guys, here's a way. I know when you come out, you don't have a whole lot of clientele. You cutting hair in the garage, in people's living room, people's kitchen. I'm gonna keep that cracking. So this is what we're gonna do. We created an app for you to be able to build your clientele, and you'll be a mobile barber. This is
man. I mean, the thing of it is, man, is like, trades will never go away, right? I mean, trades will never
come back. And that's the biggest thing. I'm sitting in my office now, next door to me. I'm gonna have her come on. My sister Shanice Cole, she opens a school. You can open a trade school right now. I will tell you guys in 2 seconds. You can open a trade school right here under the Bureau, the Bureau of Private and Post-Secondary Education in our contract right here. She teaches medical assistant, EKG tech. You can open a school as long as you do not go over $2,500 for your school. You do not have to have federal financial aid. She has students coming in paying on a credit card, taking her course, and then she puts them in job placement. Medical assistant, EKG, all trades. So the same thing can happen right now. You can do right now if you want to teach it. You don't need anything. All these schools people go to. I worked at Kaplan. I worked at Westwood. They are certificate-based programs. A certificate just means you take a course that says you can do it. If you go interview for the job and you can do it with that trade, that's it. She started this school. She got her second wave of classes. I watched this sister come in here, teach medical assistants 6 weeks. They going to get it. She charges $2,400. They charge $18,000, $19,000 at the school, UEI and all of that. She done put her whole class in the jobs already. EKG tech, they doing EKGs at the hospital. They hiring these EKG techs at $18, $19 an hour. They doing her class in 3 weeks. So at the end of the day, you can open a school tomorrow. She did it. Called me, gave me all the information. She just added film, acting, and screenwriting for me. So now Kern Valley Medical Center will offer, Kern Valley Medical College will offer screenwriting, and I'll do it over Zoom and teach people how to write TV and reality shows and all that. So, hey, that's more information, brother. And we have the whole, it's already done.
Hey, Dijon, real quick, man, I gotta thank you, man, so much, man, because I love you so much, my brother, man, and I really appreciate the person you are, man, the brother you are, and just being, man, man, just a solid brother, man, over these years, and just being a real brother to me, man, and I love you for that, man. But I really appreciate the opportunity, man, the forum, just to even discuss this, because there's so much real. I really believe in vibration, man, and this is God talk, actually, man. It doesn't have anything to do with religion.
And that's what I thank you too, man. I appreciate you. Is what I want to make sure that we do, man, all day and every day, man, is that we create positive energy, and stop one another when it ain't positive. You know what I mean? I just told my wife the other day, like, hey, I guess I'm getting these nerves at 50. Like, I can't do the and I can't do it. So it's like, like, let's have some positive energy.
Yeah. I don't rock with complainers, man. I don't rock with complainers, man. I just pessimist.
Like, I'm optimistic about anything. Everything can happen. Everything.
I'm a solutions guy, man. I tell my wife, man, hey, if you want to complain, go talk to your girlfriends. If you want a solution, call me. You know what I mean?
I don't want it, man. So at the end of the day, OG Bobby Johnson hit E in his inbox, same with Cordell. He know I'm about to call Cordell right now. Hey, E, let's put together something, and then I'll put it out on Zoom when we gonna meet again. But it'll just be Zoom. We won't, because we done brought all Facebook and everybody in here.
Man, you got it, man. You went through all phases, man. But I think this was very needed.
Hey, somebody been listening, so I gotta call Ty Green after I call Cordell and be like, hey, yo, I need you to build the Barber app. We gonna jump on it. Can we get the company name, and let's get cracking now?
Yeah, man. Find out how much it is, man. Tell brother. Hey, anybody, man, like my number, man, G John, just share it with him. And real fast, I'm gonna get off of here. We look like we're getting off anyway, but at the end of the day, man, D John, you've been commissioned to do this because of your you having this forum and being consistent with it. So I think we just have to take it and actually utilize it, and then and then mobilize and put this thing, whatever we got to try to put in motion, we just got to put it in motion. So peace and blessings to all you brothers, man. I love you all. Thank you so much, man. Again, Deke, man, I'll talk to y'all soon, man.
All right, brother.
All right, peace, blessings.
All right. That's my brother, man, Eric Muhammad. Love him to death. Been rocking with him for over 30-something years, man. That's just my guy, man. That's my brother, man. And I tell you guys, even right now, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna continue to put this forum together and invite more and more brothers to get together and do something. Barbershop at not gonna go into E's net worth, but when he said he gonna do it, he gonna do it. Some of y'all, I just give you guys a testimony real quick. I saw those TVs. Y'all saw me sell those TVs. Me and E, I said, E, I got an opportunity. I just don't have the bread right now. He said, man, go get it. And he sent it. We bought the TVs, was able to bless him back with the his money plus, and we were able to, really bless ourselves and make some change. And what that said to me was that it is a blessing when you can get on the phone with somebody and say, hey, here's an idea. I want to get it done. And it was able to be done. Right. So again, I love the fact that we went from sports to this and really, I mean, man, I just great energy that's flowing. So Cordell, I'm about to call you. We got some projects we got to do. Remember again, California recruits. You got a recruit right now that goes to an inner city school, single mother, really needs help. We are helping an offense and a defensive player with a 2.8 or better. We will pay for his fees and take care of him. Contact myself, Dijon Jernigan, carecruits.com, or Cordell Knox, i.e. carecruits.com. Just message us. It comes to our email. Phone numbers are on there. and get it done. You got a business, you got something you want to do, let us know. Let's talk about it. Let's put some stuff together. I'm going to put that forum out where we're going to go into Zoom. We might be in a Zoom for an hour, maybe 2 hours. But when we come out, we'll come out. I don't know if you guys just saw the energy that was going. I don't know if there is a mobile barber app that you can be part of like Uber, but we just created that. So I got to get on the phone with Cordell, got to get on the phone with my boy Ty Green, who is a web app developer, Christopher Evans. I got to talk to somebody on how we're going to get that cracking and get that mobile thing going. And hopefully we can get some other stuff just from that energy of talking, man, to positive. It was just positive energy. It was like, what about this? What about that? And then creative juices go. So God bless y'all. God keep you is my prayer. Again, man, keeping everybody in prayer. Eric East in the building. God bless y'all, man. We talk to y'all tomorrow. I'll be back on tonight, actually at 5 o'clock with the National Preps guys. So tune in.